I reckon they've had a touch of green. The green's been touched up there, Goldie, with those it looks like the high vis stuff.
Yeah. A lot of straight backs, nice and strong running.
All right, you're here on Hills Footy Media and running minutes away from the launch of the 2020 as the Roos come out.
Is the captain this year. Pistols with Ross Brooks, same as last year.
Yeah, the drill bit, yep. And as we said, very well done, and congratulations to my boy, Malachi.
Yes.
Malachi Lyons making his debut tomorrow, I think it is, for the Sturt Football Club. So he's obviously missing, but a few new faces. Byron Klusky's come over from Torrens Valley. Will Schultz, the sergeant, I reckon he'd be done.
Yes, yes.
From Kadina, young ruckman, so I'd be looking very much forward to seeing him. And Damien Hines, a pretty good kicking forward from Riverton, Saddleworth, Maribel United. That's a mouthful, Goldie, but...
what are they known as? The Ants? No.
RMSU, I don't know. We'll find that out, hopefully, but also spent some time at Central Districts, I believe, so into the side. And James Atkins, Danger, number 16, I've been told. They call him Danger because he
he's at the back of the group.
Looks a little bit like the great man.
That's Hahndorf come out
here. Is that
here.
Danger, as in the Dangerfield? Rodney? Or,
Rodney. Either or. Hahndorf coming out in the ground now. Pistols, a formidable side in country football. 34 matches in a row they've won.
You could say they're probably currently, Goldie, probably one of the best, well, the best, arguably the best side going around in country footy at the moment. As you said, 35 wins in a row, 4 of the last 5 flags, 2 in a row, and have never won triple premierships, Hahndorf.
Never won triple premierships.
I think I'm right in saying 6 occasions.
I mean, they gave it an attempt a few years ago, didn't they?
Six times they've won back-to-back in the Hills Football League, but have never won the trifecta.
New look forward line this year, Pistols, which is exciting.
And interesting, no Roberts, because we have Daniel Roberts, but Luke and Matthew just escaped me for a minute. It's been a long time since we last called footy. Luke and Matthew not out there, so Big D Rob no doubt he'll be able to handle it. It's down in front of us, Matthew Yench, just giving the boys a bit of a river, of course, former Crow.
Graham Kaiser on the PA Pistols.
Yes.
He's done a good job as president during this period.
Well, I think since he's taken over, they're undefeated, Goldie.
No,
so you cannot argue with that. So what we'll do, we'll be back here shortly here. Stick with us here on Hills Footy Media, on hillsfooty.com. We'll be back shortly for the start of this game and the build up to the round 1. It's been a long time coming, but it's finally here.
We start to get to the stay clear of the ground at all times of the game. So we'll allow the kick to have a kick and catch as long as they're within the 50-metre circle. So you can have a kick as long as they're inside the 50-metre centre goal.
Okay, Hills Footy Media, the call of the Wild making its debut for 2020 in July. Well, unique situation there. And just in front of us as they're warming up, Jaron Mail, of course, been playing over York Peninsula.
Yes.
Former Hahndorf Magpie here.
Premiership player a few years ago.
And our man, the Stallion, out there for, this will be what, season number 40 for him, Gold?
He's
looking very trim.
Yep.
He's not the Stallion anymore, he's the Colt. When you look at him like that, he's because Nick Hankin, of course, been joined again by his brother David, who's returned. I think played up in the Sunraysia League last year, Goldie, of course, was vice-captain and a couple of premiership sides. And, of course, had that fateful shot after the siren against Blackwood in 2017. Young Matty Vergara, here is Big D Rob, best on ground in the grand final last year.
Just updating.
Our man over there, Sultan Pepper, looking forward to seeing his action again. Very sensational performance last year coming back to footy. So Hahndorf, as Goldie said, very formidable. And then you go through some of the others. Of course, Dylan Matson, the reigning male medalist. Our boy Kane Malcho, always love watching him play footy. Sammy Williams, looks a little bit trimmer. Got the new wheels this season, the iridescent orange out there, Goldie. Of course, Michael Hamby, the erstwhile veteran. Comb over man, they're all here. Cast of thousands here, Goldie, at the moment.
And we're here.
And of course, down the other end, the Roos warming up at the Pine Avenue end. Looking very much forward to seeing them. As said, Mark Thomas, Billy Stokes, Harley Montgomery, Jack Loris, Geordie Aitchison, the G-Banger, Jamie Grouch, Damien Hines, as we said, the RSMU recruit, Dale Payne, in his second season after coming over from River Murray, Ryan Wiedenhofer, Sammy Callens, James Atkins, Thomas Greggs, Ross Brooks, Marshall Howe, Ethan Ringading Bell, Taylor Marston, the basketball champ, Jess Amos, Connor O'Riordan, sounds like he should be in the UFC.
Yep.
William De Bruce, William Schultz, as I said, from Kadena, and Byron Krusky, another new recruit. Henry Bruce, not perhaps he caught up something badly for Hills Footy Unplugged, which is going gangbusters during the week. And don't forget to get on and get a look at that as the panel of learned men discuss everything in the HFL. But Henry Bruce in a couple of weeks ago with another young gun in Cooper Skinner. So hopefully Cooper's going. He didn't catch up anything in the studio there in Aldgate, hopefully.
Not that I'm aware of. Pistols.
But he'll be missed today, Henry De Bruce. But anyway, teams are moving into position now. By the looks of it, I'd say Hahndorf look like they'll be kicking up to broadcasting with the Dreammaker situated just around from the Hahndorf Social Club up the hill, where in the old days, the old shooting gallery end or the soccer.
And just a reminder, you can go to the Hills Football League Facebook page, Pistols, or hillsfooty.com, and just click on the link there to watch the game live on YouTube and get involved in the discussion as well.
So players just moving, and they've been a long wait for this. I tell you what, Geordie Aitchison there has got the spent a bit of time in the peroxide room. We're underway, season 2020. Roberts against Schultz. Daniel Roberts gets the ball down. Matson there, ball goes to ground right in the centre circle and hasn't moved too long, so the umpire will come in once again and recommence play. So up they go. Roberts, Schultz gets it down to the man I just spoke about, the peroxide boy. He goes down and looks like he was grabbed without the ball. It is, so it'll be Geordie Aitchison. The topped up here to see, right in the centre circle. Drives it towards half forward. Off hands there. Wrapped up there, Hahndorf defender. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. So good scenes here at Pine Avenue as football finally underway. Ball comes out here to Hanby. Gives it to Tarka Bowles. He goes forward along the Yench wing up here towards Nick Hankin. Buses Grouch off the ball. Picked up there by Hankin again. Follows up. Got across to a teammate and Ingram, I think, up forward. Here's Salt, one grab, two grabs, goes to ground, and umpire Lawless does pay the mark in the end. So Benny Salt, the opportunity here to kick the first goal of the season for Hahndorf. Kicked 22 up to the grand final last year, so Ben Salt, exciting youngster, that's for sure. Just over a minute expired on the clock, so Salt towards the social club end.
First goal forward line.
So he'll be about 25 metres out, guides the ball. Looks like he spent not time in isolation practicing his goal kicking, because that wobbled through for a minor score, Goldie. So 1 point, Hahndorf. Barker's yet to get on the board.
Ross Brooks to bring us back in, captain last year, guided them to a prelim final appearance against Onkaparinga Valley with Mark Thomas. Short kick into the back pocket. Finds Callens there, Pistols, number 14 this season, and that's gone straight down the throat of Big D, Rob. So here's this strong wall that Hahndorf set up. Cole Cheney, high ball inside 50. Nykamp, strong punch there from two Barkaroo players. One was Brooks and the other was Callan, and the ball's held up half forward flank. And we've gone just over 2 minutes. It's Hahndorf 1 point. Ruse yet to get the ball forward.
Tommy Babbage involved in that passage of play as the ball comes out at Aitchison, but it's going to go back here to Sammy Callens in the sleeves. Callens wastes no time, goes out wide towards the wing area, and for a teammate out there in Ethan Bell, ring a ding, gives it to their fresh man and Thomas, who gave it back to Wiedenhofer, intercepted there for Hahndorf by Yench, goes forward towards the comb-over man. He's brushed off his opponent and takes a mark in the cliff pocket. So one of our favourites, Nicky Ingram, 14 goals last season.
One of them was the goal of the year contender, Pistols.
Absolutely. So this will take his best kick. He's on, as I said, right in the cliff pocket in front of the Hahndorf faithful at the clubhouse end. That's not a bad shot, I tell you what. Umpire cropped, and goal umpire's pretty happy with it too. So Nicky Ingram gets the first goal of the season for Hahndorf. And we've played just over 3 minutes. Pies 1-1. Barkaroo's yet to score here on hillsfooty.com. Call the Wild.
So going back in the middle now, Dylan Madsen for Hahndorf's in there. Daniel Roberts, Michael Hanby. Looks like Troy Parker Bowles as well. For the Roos is the new recruit, Will Schultz, Mark Thomas, Samuel Callens, and the peroxide blonde hair of Geordie Atkinson. Ruckman go at it. Roberts to Handby, under pressure from Callens. And Handby's wrapped up in the tackle there. So the ball's gone a few metres. Umpire throws it up again. Roberts, left hand, brings it down to Madsen. And the umpire said that was a throw to Parker Bowers, so it'll free kick here to Geordie Atkinson. Right in the middle here of not drenched, but sunny Hahndorf Oval. Kick inside 50. Defensive foil there from the Magpies. Goes to Ethan Bell. Handball out wide to a teammate. Ball's on the half-forward flank. Handball over the top. 1, 2, 3. Thomas goes back to Callens. He's been active early. Tries to get a little short pass into the pocket. It's gone out of bounds on the full Pistols.
So deep in the back pocket area, looks like it might be the Stallion, Scotty Perling. Showed his prowess against Mount Barker last year as a goal kicker late in the game. He's in the defence as normal as he sends the ball up towards the interchange flank. Big leap from Salt. Ball comes down. Pat Gavers locked in there. And just in front of the pedestrian crossing, there will be a ball up. So umpire sets it up. Roberts arrives late, gets the tap down, taken by Thomas. Looks like he's ridden to the ground, the fresh man. So the umpire will come in and once again commence proceedings right in front of the Mount Barker coaching box. Of course, a new face there this year from Andrew Bruce in charge, taking over from Scotty Tidman. Bouncing ball out here. Looks like as Ingram gives to Cheney, sells a bit of candy and goes backwards. He'll find his partner climb back to Yench. Yench try to tap the ball to his advantage, but coughs it up. There's a chance flicked over the top by Payne. Cheney comes back in to mop up. Forces the ball over the boundary line, so perhaps a little bit pretty there, just acknowledging Yench and him just acknowledging each other. So yeah, so once again, ball up Pine Avenue end, to which the Barkaroos are kicking this quarter, but kicked away by Handby out towards Salt, towards the pedestrian crossing interchange flank area. Ball across the line and a boundary throw in will result. It's 1-1 Hahndorf. 5 minutes gone. Barkaroos yet to be on the board.
So boundary throw in centre wing here. On the interchange wing, it'll be Roberts against Schultz once again. Roberts wins that one down. Coming through is Callens, and he's wrapped up in the tackle there. So the ball's just gone a few metres. Still on the wing area. Madsen and Callens involved. Umpire throws it up. Clears the way. Schultz won it down. That was Hankin. He squirts a handball to Williams with those orange boots Pistols. Kicks it out towards the wing. Handball backwards. Finds Cheney. Darts around an opponent. Nice little short pass. Finds Nick Hankin. He goes with a short pass. Finds Williams, who set up this play. He goes out towards the half-forward line. Vergara, and he goes a nice little short pass to Tom Babbage, who's back at Hahndorf this year. Pistols, and he'll have a shot for goal from bang on 50.
Been much travel because Onka Valley's played for them in the Hills League, but also spent some time, I think, up in the Sunraysia area and also York Peninsula.
Yes.
So Tommy Babbage, I think he'd be past Premiership Colt here at the Magpies, sets it up. He's got the distance and also the accuracy, very nicely done by Tommy Babbage. I suggest that might be his first A-grade goal for the Hahndorf.
Well, potentially. We'll have to go back through the stats there, Pistols.
Perhaps we'll get our stats boys to chase that up.
Lovely movement from the Magpies, as you'd expect, and they go to 2-1. Magpies, a couple of goals, one to Ingram, one to Babbage.
Good work there. Goldie boy Vergara was involved in the long sleeves out on the wing area there. And also Cheney, once again, that's the second occasion in the first 7 minutes. He's just a little bit of a Gene Kelly soft through shuffle and sidestepped his opponents. So certainly shown his experience. And good to see him back in Hahndorf colours this year.
Interesting
last year.
Interesting ruck duel here, Pistols.
Schultz and Roberts just experience there. Gets the cricket pitch area coming through there. Taken by the Barkaroos, locked up in a strong tackle. Barkaroo there involved was Byron Klusky, who's cropped across from Torrens Valley. Roberts once again gets the ball down. Well, over the top there was Aitchison with the blonde hair. Ball comes out here again. Oh, good fighting on the ground now. I think that's Vergara once again. Goldie, so certainly the youngster making his presence felt here this afternoon already.
So stoppage. Roberts wins that one down. Coming through nicely there was Hankin. He goes to Vergara. Squirting ball inside 50. Pulled up around the half forward. Lovely work there. And it's gone to Salt with...
yeah, good desperation by Dave Hankin there. He coughed it up, but then second effort, Goldie hand on all fours, getting the ball down, knocked down there. By Brooks, I think it was. Yeah, ball comes out there. Brooks goes back, gets it out here towards Bell, I think it is. Callan, sorry. He wraps up the reigning medalist in Madsen. So just in the true centre forward position for Hahndorf as they go towards the social club end. There'll be a ball up. Roberts knocks it out, comes out here to Hankin. D. Hankin, a great smother by the G-banger in Grouch, got to Montgomery, gets a quick kick away, intercepted here by Mail. Mail gets out of Vergara, already had a ton of kicks. This one's not his better one though. As it goes along the ground, gives his teammate a bit of a challenge there. Ball comes out here wide to the pocket to Ingram, but the ball goes over the line, the cliff pocket area. Coming out to 9 minutes gone here in the quarter world. Hahndorf 2-1, leading Mount Barker yet to score. In the return of Hills football for 2020. Salt does the rock work, gets down there to Aitchison, ducks ahead. Coughs up the ball, taken there by Williams. Ball comes loose out towards Madsen. Can he gather? He's under pressure. Flicks it out here. Umpire calls play on advantage. Ball goes forward here. Foot race on here. Gathered it for Hahndorf. Gets across to Cheney. Gives it back in the 0-1-2. Chips the ball forward. Hahndorf players spoil each other there. Marl was in there. Hankin looming. And at ground level with Salt. And good rebound there by young Ashley Eckerman in that preceding passage to play Goldie.
Centre square. Daniel Roberts decisively wins it down. Madsen, nice little handball out towards Nick Hankin. Shorty ball inside the 50. Sam Williams was the intended target, but it's gone out of bounds. Just in front of us here in the commentary position.
Must say a little bit boggy here, Goldie, on this side of the ground. And as we have umpire Anthony Male, academy boy. He's not a boy, he'd be the veteran of the class. Oh, yeah, he's been running the boundary for many a year, that's for sure.
Boundary throw-in. Salt, nice little tap over the back, tried to get it to Hopgood. Coming through there for the Roos was Atkins. He kicks the ball out towards centre wing. Nice little pick up there. Yench goes to Daniel Roberts, forces him to go a bit of work here, and he's held up there on the edge of the centre square.
Actually good pressure applied there on Roberts. Looked like it was Taylor Marston in the sleeves there. Good to see him back. Of course, spent some time basketball scholarship in America. Ball comes out of here to Parker Byers, quickly gets out here to Hankin of the Nick variety. He goes towards half forward line, looking for Babbage, bouncing ball. Goes through to Dave Hankin, no, picks it up, shoots towards the corridor area, towards Williams. Off hands, out comes Nykamp. Nykamp gives it back to Williams, who really didn't want it. He in turn goes backward to Madsen. He's locked up, comes back to Williams. High kick towards the top of the goal square. Salt pushed out, it bounced off his chest. There's a chance for High, and finally bundled across the line there by Mount Barker player in Thomas Gregg. So a point results out of that. So Hahndorf moved to 2-2. Mount Barker had to score. 11 minutes gone on the call to Wild.
Roscoe Brooks bringing the ball in. Short pass. Finds, tell you what, the umpire was quick on the whistle there. William Bruce.
Looks like he's had a little bit of a trim, slight trim.
Slight trim. Looking for options here.
That's his brother missing this afternoon, Henry.
William Bruce kicks the ball out of the defensive 50. A couple of Roos players there. Cheney's also there, off hands. Gathered by Yench, snaps the ball inside 50. Harley Montgomery, he spilt that one. Hopgood, back from Nan this year, and held ball inside 50.
Great courage there from Jaron Male and Montgomery, though, in that clash. Taken by Williams out of the ruck. Comes to Aitchison, gets out the back to Grouch. He's dispossessed under pressure from Madsen. Still got the ball, ground level Madsen in there fighting as well, and finally the umpire will come in and bowl it up. So coming up to 12 minutes gone, opening term here called the Wild, first time for 2020 from Pine Avenue. Hahndorf playing Mount Barker, traditional rivals. Ball comes down here to Williams for the Pines, flicks out to Parker Byers. He's got support, which he does, goes backwards towards Marl. Clever little kick was smothered there, and a clearing kick for the Roos by Marshall Howe, bouncing ball out towards the interchange area. Foot race out there, taken by Eckerman, I think it is. Bundled out the way, comes back here to Mount Barker. Thomas gets involved, he's dispossessed. Was he held? No. Parker Byers just gets the old sling tackle, but gets the ball away, but falls in the hands of William, the doormat Bruce. Half-back flank area for the Pies, goes out wide to his co-captain and Mark Thomas, just up from the Hahndorf coach's box. And of course, heard from Coach Matt Golding pre-match. So Thomas runs along the boundary, sends it long. But the only one at home there, Hahndorf, I think it's Leake. Leake takes the ball, goes towards centre forward, looking out there for Salt, got his hands to it. 1 bite, 2 bite, goes to ground, picked up here, but no, dispossessed. Strong work by the Barkaroo defensive mate. Good attack on the ball at ground level there.
Nykamp.
By Nykamp, spilt the mark, but then was back. So great effort there, and Coach Golding be pretty pleased with that effort in the first 13 minutes of the season.
Yep, new look Hahndorf forward line, just getting used to each other here. Pistols, socket out of defence there by Atkinson. Yench. One-on-one contest here. and earns a free kick against Byron Klusky. Kick inside 50. Who's there? Babbage over the back. Here's a chance for Dave Hankin. Well wrapped up in the tackle by Brooks. Dangerous position here for the Roos. Can they keep the ball in? They do. Handball over the top. Should be able to clear here. And a nice kick out of defence there by Marshall Howe. But it's gone straight down the throat of Cheney. Who's he got inside 50? He's got Hankin.
Silver
David Hankin. Oh, he's off. Too easy.
Plays on. He's backed himself in. But we'll clear the pack. Oh, nearly on the goal line. Perhaps he could have gone back and would have kicked that distance in, Hankin. But as you said, Goldie forced over off hands. Mycamp just couldn't hold on to it. So Hahndorf moved to 2-3.
Yep.
Barkaroo yet to get on the scoreboard, and we've played 14 minutes exactly as the ball and the kick out is marked by Harley Montgomery, of course, reigning dual best and fairest Murphy medalist at the Mount Barker Football Club. Puts it up high. Off hands there, taken by Jaron Mail, been busy in his return to the side. Oh, kick, it's smothered there. Ground level, taken out there by Hopgood, I think it was. Gave it to Williams and turn, gets it forward. Here's a chance for Vergara. Babbage there swoops on it, tries to find England, burns it over the top, but David Henkin mops up. He goes to ground as he's bundled over. Ball bounces back there, comes finally back here. Hopgood, I think it is. Ingram, sorry. Ingram has a shot on the run, but I think that's going to miss everything. Yes, it does.
Might go to stats that matter. Pistols, first time today. Jaden and Indy lads. What have we got down there so far? All right. Kick inside 50 by Hankin. Goes to Hopgood over the top of him. Get a hand to it. Coming off the line. Nice attack on the ball there. Pistol.
Damien Hines.
Hines.
Former RSMU boy.
Here's a chance.
Oh.
Callens. Bit of shimmy. Kick inside towards the centre forward area, but it's taken there by Eckerman.
Eckerman gives across to Yench along his own wing. Sets it up. He's got Hamby on his own. Good strong mark by the big fella. Waste no time. Flicks the ball at the top to Mail. Mail, dinky little kick as he lifted the eyes and saw big Babbage streaming out. So hit Tommy Babbage on the chest. So
quick, efficient footy there from the Magpies.
Yep, Mount Barker looked really good with that build-up, but just that last kick coughed the ball up, and because a guy like Cheney and Yench combining. So here we have Tommy Babbage already got on the board for goal. So it's another one good long hoof, this one. But off hands, Ingram getting his hand in through the point post. So through for another minor score, Goldie. So 2-4, the Magpies. Barkaroo still yet to get on the score. 16 minutes tipped over, so it'd be the drill bit. Ross, go Brooks.
Just a reminder, you can watch and listen to the match on hillsfooty.com, and also go to the Hills Football League Facebook page. Just click on the link there and check out the YouTube live footage. Leave any comments that you want. So, yep, good to have local footy back in the Hills Pistols as the Pies have the ball across the forward line.
Yeah, Vergara working the ball up. Melcho grabbing the ball, but unfortunately the boundary line was too close, and over the line, the cliff side, just up from the Hahndorf coaching box. So, Academy boy, high pitch ball in. Ruck doing the due. Down comes Marston against Salt, I think it might. Oh, Eckerman. So Taylor Marston said bit of a basketball background. Spent some time in America, so big leap there by Leake. It is actually rucking. Ball comes out there. Quick hands from Madsen. Hopgood putting the ball back, but getting under it. Should have taken the mark there for Mount Barker. Fumbled and finally... Oh, that could have been close to a throw there. In fact, the bound. The umpires called it as... yeah, it's out of bounds, but well...
Just those inside 50s again, Jaden and Indy.
Okay, they've only got 3 inside 50s.
Right now, still struggling to get the total inside 50 count up, but I know Hahndorf have definitely...
Oh, Dave Hankin.
Sorry, boys, just interrupt that. That's just been that could be a contender at the 17-minute mark of the first game of the season, Goldie, for goal of the year, boy. Welcome back, David Hankin.
That was sensational. On the right, as you'd expect, Pistols. Lovely goal, and 3 separate goal kickers for the Magpies to get us underway here for 2020. 18 minutes gone, 3 goals for the Pies. Now Barker yet to score. Goal kickers so far for them are Ingram, Babbage, and also lovely Hankin there. And just going around the grounds, Pistols, Loberthal, 3 goals 1, Onkers 2 goals 2.
Okay, so back in a second, we'll get back to Jordan and Indy shortly. And umpire waiting for the ball. So, Hahndorf, good start here. As Goldie said, 3-4 plays no score. Ball one down there by Leake. Callens gets it out. Clearing kick taken by Payne. Dale Payne up towards the half-forward flank area, off hands. But rebound, mate, they actually controlled in the end, and that was Jack Loris. So Jackie Loris.
Good to see him back in A-grade football.
It is,
Pistols.
yes. As a kid, we've seen him a couple of years ago, and looked like
Premiership
he was going to be
player.
yeah. So chips it short.
Very skillful
And
player.
finds Aitchison, who certainly stands out on the field. Sorry, Billy Stokes, look-alike. Must go to the same hairdresser, I'd suggest. So Billy Stokes, opportunity here, kicked 13 goals last year. Sets it on its way. He's got the journey, but just favours the right-hand side of the post. But anyway, first score on the board for Mount Barker. Took them 19 minutes to get it behind. Meanwhile, Hahndorf 3-4, so a lot of work to do here for the Roos to catch up. Mail, he's been busy, puts it out wide, headed towards Parker Boz. Ball goes to ground, close to the boundary line, finally out over the line. So, look, Goldie, Mount Barker have lost the goal-kicking ability. If you listen to this, Johnson, Worthy and Noonan kicked 70 goals between them last year. Those three aren't playing this year, so where are they going to kick the goals, the Roos? I suppose that'll unravel as the season develops.
Yeah, absolutely. Kick inside 50 from Ingram. Nightcamp to target. One-on-one. Good spoil there. Salt, though, goes to Jaron Mail. Montgomery. Oh, set upon by Babbage. Good forward line pressure here from Hahndorf. Nightcamp wrapped up in the tackle by Grouch. And I suppose down the other end, Pistols, Darcy Hourigan, 100-goal kicker, and Luke Roberts as well missing. So,
Yep. So Ruckdale Brooks doing the ruck there. Henry de Bruce over the top. Also in there is Ethan Ringading Bell. A ball held in, so there will be a ball up dangerously close to Hahndorf goals, I'd suggest. As we come to the 20 minutes gone, chance for another goal perhaps here. Ball comes out to Bell, feeds it out to Henry de Bruce. William de Bruce, sorry, he's got support
Great
from
pressure from
look-alike
Dylan
in Wiedenhoff, and as you said, good call by Goldie. Great pressure there by
yeah,
Madsen.
he got a hand in the first intercept and then managed to force the ball out of bounds on the full. So he deserves to have a shot on goal here, the skipper. Premiership captain last year.
Of course, the male medalist last year.
Michael Borden's favourite player.
He is,
well.
just he's an Adonis.
Yeah, it's Adonis. Hopefully have the boards back
Glad-
on in a couple of weeks.
Glad he's
for,
not
special
oiled up
comments.
today, or boards would be really loving it. So Madsen sets it across the face of goal.
Oh,
Mark, no. Nearly grabbed their boy Nightcamp. So force through for a minor score. So Hahndorf perhaps a little bit inaccurate, but 3-5 Goldie plays one behind, 21 minutes just ticked over on the quarter wild. Taken there by Callan, sorry. Sends it long for the Roos towards the wing. Getting his hands to it was Cheney. Goes back for it. Got support at ground level there by a teammate in Leek, I think it is, Jacob Leek. So ball up will occur just in the wing area. Big Daniel Roberts back on the ball, gets the ball down, feeds out to Hamby, bullets out of handball, taken there by Stokes.
oh, back here.
Overrun there. Comes out here, quick kick away by Byron Klasky for the Roos towards the forward line to Mars, and he's spoilt. Ball goes to ground, locked up in a grounder pressure situation, so the umpire will come in and ball it up. So Hahndorf a little bit inaccurate, but 3-5 to 1 behind, 22 minutes coming up into the first quarter. A few players will be glad to get out on the park and get that first quarter out of the way as Thomas hooks around the corner. Mountchild, good strong mark by the young fella going back. So Kane Mountchild, very impressive youngster, gets across to the experienced silky one in Yench. He goes out wide towards the Yench wind, out there towards Ingram. He's under pressure though from Grouch, and the ball out over the boundary line. So 22.5 minutes gone. Magpies 3-5 lead Barkaroos one behind here on the quarter wild.
Sam Williams coming off. Michael Hamby just having a bit of a spell as the umpire throws the ball in high ball, about 60 metres out from the Roos goal. Can they get one before quarter time? Mouchow, good mark in the defensive 50. Looking for options for the Pies. Goes to centre back. Sam Williams straight on the ground into the action to Yench. Usually a good user of the ball. Sets Jaron Mail a bit of an assignment here. Gets on his left. Nice pass to Ben Salt. Off they go, the Magpies. Here's that movement. Kick inside 50. Babbage backing back. That is sensational movement from the Pies. End-to-end football. And they've hit the ground running here, Pistols, with that play right there.
Yeah, well, we talked about where the goals could have come from, about obviously Big Das, who's kicked in excess of, 350 for him the last couple of seasons. But, geez, Tom Babbage just makes the space, and really well honoured too, the build-up. So Tommy Babbage, the chance here to post his second. which he has. So Tommy Babbage 2 out of the 4 as Hahndorf go to 4-5. Mount Barker 1 behind. So Tommy Babbage goaling at the 6th and now the 23rd minute mark, Goldie. So he's been up, and around him Ingram kicking the first goal, and also Dave Hankin with a miracle shot from us right in front of the Dreammaker here. So Hahndorf up and about as they search for a historic 3rd successive premiership, Goldie.
Looking good early. Mark Thomas, captain, co-captain to Cheney though for the Pies. Off they go again. Here's the chain of handballs to Jensch. Pies just starting to kick into gear here towards the half-forward line. Salt puts up a bit of a met. Off he goes. This guy's talented. And that's out of bounds, though. It's gone to within 20 metres out from goal, that kick, but the umpire has deemed that's gone out of bounds. For the Pies, they're 4-5, Mount Barker at 1 point. And we're going to go around the grounds very shortly. As I said, early action at Lobethal Oval, and it was Lobe leading 3-1, Onkers 2-2. Boundary throw-in. Daniel Roberts out of the ruck. Oh, I tell you what, Parker Bowles has kicked a goal here. Daniel Roberts straight out of the ruck, goes the handball there to Troy Parker Bowles, and he's kicked a lovely goal. And the Magpies go to 5-5. Mount Barker 1 point. Pistols, dangerous signs as we head here towards quarter time.
Yeah, well, you're right, as you head into junk time, and certainly the Magpies showing that they're, here to mean business. As we said, it's a sprint per season this year, so you can't really slacking off, and they're certainly showing that they're going to play out all quarters to the full length, and that was a great effort by Parker Boys, and was set up by the great ruck worker Daniel Roberts. Here he is back doing his trade as the ball comes down. Toe poke forward by Madsen, comes out here to William Bruce. Quick kick away. Cheney will probably lead in the race for the ball as it towards the boundary line. It does beat him out on the Jensch wing. So Hahndorf starting off very impressively here, 5-5 to 1 behind by their traditional rivals. Of course, Mount Barker, the last side to beat them. Goldie seems like a long time ago. 1,000 days or something, as Jaden told us. As Big D, Robbie's doing everything.
Carving it up.
As he gets it up, and a good spoil Williams there on a attempted mark from James Atkins puts the ball over the boundary line.
Just a reminder, you can go to hillsfooty.com, listen live or watch live, and also we are available on the Hills Football League Facebook page. Just click on the link there to watch the action live on YouTube. As we've got quarter time here, Pistols. Hahndorf, 5 goals, 5. Mount Barker, 1 point. Goal kickers, Babbage kicked a couple. Ingram's kicked 1, Dave Hankins kicked 1, and Parker Ball's a lovely goal just before quarter time.
And I just remiss of me, Goldie, to not take down the goal kickers for Mount Barker. Minor score kick for them. So as Goldie said, 1 behind, plays 5-5 here at the Hahndorf Oval. So just early signs, Goldie. What caught your eye?
Well, it's a new look forward line, Pistols, and took a while to settle into it, but just that versatility that Matt Golding talked about pre-game. It's apparent early with Babbage kicking a couple, and also Dave Hankin, Ingram getting involved, Parker Bowles. You've got Ben Salt down there. You've got Cooper Nijkamp.
Tell you what, I was very impressed. Some of the chance for some other younger guys this year to perhaps step up. Young Vergara was busy early. Joel Leake playing the reserve backup ruckman for Daniel Roberts, did a pretty good job. But Tommy Babbage, well, was certainly as I said, this probably be his debut for Hahndorf in an A-grade side. So, as I said, a bit travelled over York Peninsula and up the Riverland. Great. And of course, Dave Hankin coming back. And, just showed us what he's capable of with that miracle snap down here right in front of us.
Jaden and Indy, just go to some stats that matter as Matt Golding comes out to address the Magpies players.
Yep, so the stats that matter, boys. So Mount Barker had 27 kicks in that quarter. Once they got their game going to the inside 50, it looked good, but they just couldn't do it enough. And they had 13 handballs as well. Indy, your take on it, mate?
Thanks. Well, unfortunately, I've lost some of the stats from that first quarter, but I did recall at one point we had about 13 inside 50s for Hahndorf, and there were definitely a few more following that. So they definitely had the field dominance from those entries, and they also won the stoppage work a lot, which was extremely nifty.
And also, Mount Barker averaged 10 goals at Hahndorf, against Hahndorf, and at the moment I haven't scored one, so I'm not sure if they'll get the 10 goals today, but we'll soon see.
Well, thank you very much, Jaden. Prediction there, because Goldie, we did see a game here last year, Blackwood Hahndorf, and of course Phil Hopton kicking the only goal for Blackwood deep in the last quarter.
Last kick of the game.
Yeah, dare we say that could happen again, not throwing the knockers on...
Just going around the ground here, Pistols at Lobethal. Lobethal leading 7 goals 1 to Onka Valley, 2 goals 4.
That is quarter time.
Quarter time.
7-1, whether there's a breeze out there, we'll tell you what. And another around the grounds score we have. Quarter time Blackwood, 3-5 Mount Lofty, 1 goal 2 over there at Windy Hill.
Yeah, it looks like someone sent in some message here, Pistols, in Arabic or some sort of... Might have to have a chat to Dallas about that.
It's not from Korea or somewhere, Goldie. We've really extended our international audience there. But as we said, if you want to get involved with us on Facebook, tell us where you're listening, who you're supporting, or any other features on football you want to know about, what you're doing. Well, what you'd be doing is watching hillsfooty.com.
Of course you would.
And enjoying the game.
Listening to it, watching it, whatever you want.
And of course, brought to you through those wonderful people: Interactive Sports, Mortgage Choice, Jarrett Nissan, Dartfish, Adelaide Star Buses, Business Plaza Optus, and Chris Shaw Accounting. We thank them very much for the continued support here of Hills Footy Media.
Get involved on the Facebook page, Hills Footy League. Leave us some comments there, or also on the YouTube feed as well. Get involved in the engagement. Oh, here we go. Travis Lynn, thanks for this. Mackie, 3 goals 4 to Meadows, 1 goal 2 at quarter time. Thanks, Travis.
So the team's dispersing here after the quarter time addresses by the various coaches. Expect Matty Golding would be pretty happy. A coach is never happy, I suppose, but he'd be pretty satisfied with his boys' first period of football for the new season, belated season. They lead 5-5, where Andrew Bruce, in his first appearance as coach, the A grade for the Roos, he perhaps would have been a little bit more guidance offered, as they only have the one behind on the board. But football can change quickly, as we know, so he'll be looking for a much better effort by the Barkaroos as we work towards the broadcast end at the social club end. So we're underway, term 2 here. Handy lead to the Magpies, ball in the centre square. Sam Williams, volleyball style, ball trapped in at ground level. Thomas diving in typical fashion, a freshman. From Mount Barker, ball held in under him and Madsen. And also Big D Rob, who will lift himself up and contest this ruck duel against Schultz, the sergeant. Over from Medina, ball comes down, taken by Madsen, held in there once again. No winner out of that contest, the only winner is the umpire, so I'll take it. So the third consecutive ball up, and the ball hasn't even moved out the centre circle, Goldie. Ball comes out in Madsen, down on the ground level, but this time a free kick is picked out, and it's gone to Mount Barker. Cullens, I think it is, drives the ball long. Cheney at the back of the pack and the Stallion. The ball comes to ground. Comes out the back to Cheney. Oh, well done there by Stokes, I think it is. Held the ball in well. Now Barker, good determined effort there. I think it was Payne there as they held the ball in. So once again the umpire. Sun blazing here at Hahndorf Oval. Comes out the edge, quick kick. High kick on the right towards the cricket pitch area. Hamby stands his ground. Ball comes down. Nearly reached out there by Ethan Bell. Finally, Handby Thomas goes to ground under Handby. So once again, the umpire will ball it up. Schultz goes alone, gets the ball down towards his teammate Callens, who wins a free kick. Wastes no time, puts it up here to the lead. And here from Hines. He's got support from Billy Stokes. Stokes flicks the ball out back towards Aitchison. Aitchison gets back towards Hines, grabs it, bowls his way through, comes out here towards Bell. He's well guarded there by Madsen. The Bunn brothers, you could call, as they go to ground, and the umpire will come in. Yet another ball up. I'd like to know the stats on that. They've scored probably about half a dozen already, and we've gone 2 minutes. Ball locked up here. Jentsch was infringed high. It suggests yes by Hind. So Matthew Jentsch, the pass to Crow, will take the free kick half-back area for the Pies.
So Jentsch into defensive 50, looking for options here. Cheney was on short. Jentsch goes out wide. Hamby's out there. 3 Magpies out there. Jaron Mayle's over the top here, and he could be onto it. Coming through is Thomas. Grouch, keeping his feet nicely. A little bit of a toe poke. In the middle of the ground is a Wiedenhofer. Kick out wide. Dangerous position here. Centre half forward for the Magpies. Kicking towards the Pine Avenue end in this second quarter. Well worked there. Comes out to Sam Williams. Little toe poke to Handby. Can he pick it up? Shrugs off an opponent. Dishes out a handball, snap around the corner from Jaron Mayle. And he's just missed their Pistols to the right-hand side. Hahndorf 5 goals 6. Mount Barker 1 point. We've gone 3 minutes in the second quarter. Goal kickers in that first term for the Pies. Ingram, Babbage, Dave Hankin, Babbage with a second, and Parker Bores, of course. New look Hahndorf forward line this year with no Darcy Hourigan, and Luke Roberts, Pistols, is out today, and Matt Roberts as well.
Absolutely. So it looks like Ross Brooks, the custodian, full back, will bring it back in for the Roos. Ball sits up, comes to ground. Locked in there. Just outside the forward 50 arc for Mount Barker. So Ruckman grabber. Roberts wins it down. Against Schultz. Ball fed out here. Finally clearing kick away for the Barkeroos, but I tell you, it's wide out towards the pedestrian crossing. Out on the full, so Matthew Jentsch take the relieving free kick on the wing. Thinks about going backwards to Cheney, but umpires ruled it's Eckerman to take the free kick. So Ashley Eckerman, pretty impressive early on. He gets the ball across here to Jentsch. In turn, he gets it to Cheney. Cheney with a short little kick out here wide to Mayo. Bounces off his chest, but he's good enough to go back and has time. Puts the Stallion, giving him a bit of a challenge here. The Stallion off hands in the cricket pitch area. Parker Biles comes in to help him. Good work by Thomas. Good pressure. Fed out there by Leake, I think. Gets the ball out eventually to Mayo. He's been impressive in his return.
Oh, lovely
and
kick.
That's a great delivery, and it will find Hankin, David Hankin. The Hankin half-forward flank area, just up from the scoreboard. Grouch on the mark for the Roos. Hankin sets it up. Big men gather. Big leap there, off hands. Oh, high tackle applied there to Mount Barker. Around the corner, snapped by Nycamp. Right on the line is William de Bruce to relieve the pressure off the last line of defence for the Roos. Chips it out wide. Finds a teammate out there. Goes further afield up there. And finds Henry Bell. Ethan Bell, rather. He goes to ground. Obviously didn't complete the mark, so the umpire will come in for a bowl up. So 4.5 minutes gone, second term. Hahndorf in control here at Pine Avenue. 5-6. Barkeroos 1 behind.
So, yep. Goal kickers, Pistols once again. Nick Ingram's kicked 1. Babbage has kicked a couple. Dave Hankin and Parker Bowles all in the first quarter for Hahndorf. Hit the ground running nicely in this round 1 game in the start of July. It's the 4th of July today. Ball inside 50 here for the Pies. Salt, can he kick a goal from here? Left foot, right to the line. A couple of Magpies down there, and one of them's taking a lovely mark.
That is just strength there.
I reckon that's Cooper Nycamp, is it?
Could be Nycamp.
He might just play on quickly here. Pistols and snap for goal.
It is Cooper Nycamp. And at the 5-minute mark, he's extended the goal tally for the Magpies to 6. His first for the afternoon.
Well, yeah.
And I tell you what, usually a lot of his marks, goals come from high-flying escapades. That one was just a show of strength for him, battling with the Mount Barker boys. The ball come in, just held his ground and completed the tumbling mark. So young Cooper Nycamp, of course, kicked 24. He was their second highest goal kicker behind Big Das last year. Goldie, so certainly a bit more responsibility on him this year. But they'll be pretty pleased to have a guy like Babbage come in the side, and also Dave Hankin to add to the armoury with the big man departing.
Absolutely. We'll have a look at the forward line here for the Roos Pistols. Hines is at full forward. Atkinson's down here. Who else? Got Jack Loris, Ethan Bell, and also Jesse Amos down here on Scott Perling. Meantime, back in the ruck, it'll be Roberts against Schultz. Ball's held up. Squirting handball out. Here's a chance for the Roos. Can they get the ball forward? They got it towards the half-forward line, but that man Cheney. You see this last year, Pistols. Madsen, lovely pass. Silver service. Magpies starting to kick in the gear here in round 1 football from Hahndorf Oval. So Madsen, centre wing, near the interchange bench, towards the half-forward line. Lovely work there by Dave Hankin. Wheels onto the right boot, but it's taken there in the Roos defensive 50. And they'll look to work the ball across the goals.
Comes across here. That might be Griggs deep in defence. Thomas Griggs with the ball. Back pocket area, decides to go back across to a teammate there. So Mount Barker looking to push forward, searching their first goal, gets it up to the sergeant, Schultz, the Cadena boy, first appearance of Barker in colours, gets it up here, taken by the G-banger, Grouch, puts on the afterburner, streaks through as he has in the past, days gone by, puts it up forward towards Aitchison.
Here's a chance.
Here's a Crumb, gets the ball back to Aitchison, he towed,
Dribble,
one
dribble,
time.
dribble,
Will it roll,
dribble,
will it roll?
dribble.
Unfortunately, wrong side of the post, but well, a bit better effort there by the Roos as they actually moved the ball forward, so just need a big key marking forward, and of course this year missing the, I said, potential to height. Luke Giles, although he did play in the twos, Matty Johns, because Boeing Hosking.
Jench attempting the barrel into the middle of the ground, ricocheted off a few players' heads. Handby collects it, tried to get a kick away, that's holding the ball almost. Madsen to Roberts, managed to get a kick away. William Bruce keeps it in front of himself.
Trapped.
Well done.
Well
He's
done
under
by the
pressure from
doormat.
two Hahndorf players though, but
Yeah.
well done there by the doormat.
And Salt, perhaps a nomination for the early Falcon of the Year.
Just a reminder, you can watch the game live or listen to it on hillsfooty.com, or also go to the Hills Football League Facebook page, Pistols. We're streaming live on YouTube at the moment.
Thomas out to Callens, got the ball forward. Oh, classy pick up there for a stick for him. As he fumbles, Jack Loris keeps the ball in front of him. Big Hines comes on, good body work by the former Central boy. Gets it back here to Aitchison. Madsen just applying the pressure. Hahndorf for relentless in the back half here. Gets the ball across to Cheney from Yench. Puts it out towards Hamby, showing a bit of pace. Oh, cruel bounce. Taken
Here we
by
go.
Montgomery, chips it forward.
All right.
And a mark taken here by Jesse Amos. So.
I think we've got another comb over here, Pistols. He's just combing the hair here twice. as he's
Jesse
gone back
Amos,
here.
he could be the, well, we've got the original and the best in
That's
Hahndorf,
3 times
but,
now he's combed the hair.
3 times. So obviously he knows the dartfish cameras are on him, and you got
Yep.
he wants to look his best. So Jesse Amos, the chance here to raise the first goal towards the social club end, puts it up. Wow, that's going to almost land in the
3 on 1.
Dreammaker. Close to boundary line, and
4
Perling
on
puts
1.
it across the line. So perhaps a bit disappointing, that effort to finish off with. So boundary throw in right next to the behind post here from the academy boy.
Okay.
Got a bit of the doormat look about him, Goldie, as he
Yes,
puts it up.
headband.
Hines versus Roberts. Roberts gets down. Thomas out of hands, comes back here.
Roos have got players out the contest here.
Madsen. Roberts in there, burrowing into the big D, Rob.
Everyone's falling on over each other.
Everyone's in there, so once again we'll have a ball up, and Byron Klusky also in there. Looked a bit small, goes away to D. Roberts. Ball comes down. Perling grabs the ball, unsure of himself. Toe
ricochet.
pokes it forward. Ricochets to Daniel Roberts. Flicks it out here towards the league.
Ethan
But the
Bell.
Jacob variety gets it towards the edge wing area. That's a good mark taken out there for the Roos by Connor O'Riordan.
Oh, that's a poor
But
kick. I
kick.
was going to say, it's a good period here for the Roos Pistols. Just can't get the score on the board at the moment. 2 points to Hahndorf, 6 goals, 6.
So Vigaro started well, gets the free kick, puts it towards the centre of the ground. Parker Bowles
Oh,
takes a
that
good
might
mark.
be come with me. No, it's not.
Doesn't matter as he gets around Grouch, puts it down towards the half-forward line. Pack forms off hands there. Barkeroo's under enormous pressure here. Hahndorf, they're just relentless. As I said, they want that 3rd successive premiership, which has eluded the club. They've had some great sides over the years, win back-to-back, but not a triple. So could this be the year? The ball comes down here to Nick Hankin.
Good
Wrapped
pressure.
up. Finally, a clearing kick away by Ross Brooks. The drill
Looking
bit
for
bounces out. Yench will be the first one to grab it on his own wing. It's my wing. I'll take the kick, he says. And he chips it forward and taken here by Jaron Maher. Also been pretty handy in his return to black and white colours. Puts it down towards the true centre forward. Pack Gabba. Big leap there off
Good
hands.
mark.
And the mark has been paid back there.
So the Roos in the defensive 50, 2 points, 6 goals, 6 is it, Pistols?
Yep,
And
6-6.
looking for a goal here, just to give themselves some confidence, but that's a poor kick, gone straight down the throat of Jaron Mayo, and he kicks the ball inside 50, and that's the last thing that Coach Andrew Bruce wants for the Roos is we've got a shot at goal here for the Pies through David Hankin. Jaron Mayo, of course, best on ground in the Magpies drought-breaking premiership, Pistols against Uradler a few years ago.
Just a score update. We can't give you the actual scores, but Birdwood leading by 3. Sorry, on bank. Birdwood leading by 3
Birdwood
goals.
by 3 goals.
3
yeah.
goals early on.
Minor score meantime
minor
here for
score.
Dave Hankin. 6 goals, 7. Mount Barker, 2 points, 12 minutes gone in round 1 football here at Hills Football League from Hahndorf Oval, hillsfooty.com. and Hills Football League Facebook page. Get involved.
So Ross Brooks puts the ball into the back pocket area to Harley Montgomery, the reigning dual best and fairest for the Roos. Nurses the ball up the line and finds Dale Payne, the former River Murray boy, but apparently the ball out on the full. So Sammy Williams with the new wheels, the new orange wheels. Orange is the new black as he puts it forward. Oh, through the hands of a teammate. Could have been another goal-kicking opportunity. Could be another one coming up though. Selling a bit of candy and wheeling around his mail. Will it come back enough? No, just to the left of the post. Another minor score for Hahndorf. So they've kicked 1-3 this quarter. Goldie, just the one behind by Mount Barker. Overall, 6-7 Magpies, 2 points Mount Barker. 12.5 minutes gone. Jordan and Indy, how's the game going? Jaden?
So the inside 50s for Mount Barker is 12. What about Hahndorf, mate?
So the inside 50s for Hahndorf is 7, and 3 of them have come in the last 2 minutes, which is quite notable. So Mount Barker have been up and about early, but not converting it on the scoreboard.
Callens gathers the ball here from Bill. Can the Roos get something going here? As the boys said, they're getting the ball forward, but Hahndorf's resilient defence just holding up strong here. Looks like Perling's on Lores deep at the moment. Boundary throw in just near the Pies interchange bench. 14 minutes gone. Hahndorf 6 goals 8. Mount Barker 2 points in the ruck.
Hines got it down. Montgomery threads his way through. Handball was smothered. Ball comes back here. Fed out there by Ingram. Gets the ball back in the 1-2 from Williams, but left it behind. Hahndorf got the numbers. I picked up their ball. Eventually comes out here to Parker Piles. Gets a high kick forward. No tall timber there. And ball over the boundary line in the Pine Avenue forward pocket region.
Beautiful conditions here at Hahndorf Oval.
Yeah, fantastic. And a good crowd in the house, just showing the punters really happy. 4th of July,
Has to be on
Independence Day, probably independence from isolation, and footy is back, so great to see.
Has to be on the 1,000 limit, is that right?
Yeah, Kay's told me they had 999 here as the ball comes across the front. Gathered there by Nykev. If he kicks this will be a miracle goal on our cameras, but only through for a minor score. Yeah, 999 was the call by President Graham Kaiser and his team, and well done for the hospitality here this afternoon. So the ball to be kicked out here for Mount Barker. It was out there wide, but once again falling in the hands of Hahndorf, taken it by Nick Hankin. I suggest it chips it high to the lead of his brother, gave him a big task, ball over the top, taken there by Nykamp, I think it is. Oh, sorry, it was Boz. Ball goes to ground, appealing for a free kick there. Mount Barker players. It's Ross Brooks, but umpire said no. I'll ball it up, which he does. So Ruckjewel, ball comes down. Spinning out there's Parker Bowles. He took the Ruckjewel and then gets the clearance. Well done. In the meantime, called a free kick, but called play on by the umpire. Puts it up forward. Cheney back there waiting, but intercepting in front of him was his teammate, Ian Ashley Eckerman, who goes back to Cheney. In turn goes back out wide here to Leake. Jacob Variety sets it up forward. Hankin, was he interfered with? No. Locks up a good tackle, though, on a Mount Barker opponent, right in front of the scoreboard, which says nearly 15.5 minutes gone, and Hahndorf in charge, 6-9 to 2 behinds. Ruck contest, ball comes down. Montgomery in there, ridden into the ground. A strong tackle, he's going nowhere, so once again the umpire, Williams, I think it is, will come in and ball it up right in front of the scoreboard once again. So Ruckjewel. Ball one down by Marston, I think it was. Ball comes out there. Locked up. So, continuous stream of ball ups at the moment. Mount Barker desperate. Can they get their first goal on the board? Ball comes out here. Candy's held by Brooks. Ball comes forward here. Mount Barker working forward. Finally, the ball comes out here to Ethan Bell. Bell with a long kick out here towards Hines. Former RSMU boy from the northern areas gets it, wheels around, gets it back in here, taken by Bell, drives it up here, getting back there, Hahndorf. Leake, it's a raffle, Leake or Perling. Leake gets it across here to Eckerman, in turn switches play right across in front of the Dreammaker broadcast area to Cheney, sweeping handball back to Mayo, he's covered plenty of ground, chips it further up to the Yanks win to Vergara. And they're just running rings around him at the moment. Puts the ball forward. Great mark there taken by David Hankin. Wheels round on the left. Set sail for goal. But offline. But great transition there from the Magpies from defence. Right up the ground. And unfortunately, David Hankin, great mark. chose to play him, but just couldn't get the ball to come back enough. So 6-9 Hahndorf. 2 behinds Mount Barker, just ticking up to 17 minutes gone, second term here, and called to Wild. Hills Division 1 footy. Trust you're enjoying our coverage on hillsfooty.com. Get involved. Tell us what you're doing on our Facebook. Send us your thoughts on the game. Comes back to Brooks, chips it up the line to a diving teammate there in Marshall Howe. Howe deep in the defence side, drops the ball as he tried to run in and does get her in. The ball was smothered, but we know the boundary line. So a bit of a comedy of errors there for Mount Barker. So it result in a boundary throw-in. As I said, just ran from the scoreboard. 17.5 minutes gone, 6-10 Hahndorf. Mount Barker 2 behinds. Over the back of the ruck clearance, packed forms, rugby scrum style. Ball held in, so the umpire will come in and ball it up. So good crowd, traditional rivals. This is the rivalry round in round 1 here in the Hills Football League. All the matches today in Div 1 and the Country Division. Ball comes out here to Madsen. Flicks around, I tell you, that's a sensational goal around the corner by the skipper, Dylan Madsen. And just further, deepens the brow perhaps on coach Andrew Bruce. First game in charge of the Barkaroos. Hahndorf move on to 7-goal, 10-2 behinds, 18 minutes expired here. Dylan Madsen, the skipper, leading by example with a great snap around the corner there.
Yep, lovely goal there, Pistols. And Hahndorf, 7 goals, 10 now. Mount Barker, 2 points, 19 minutes gone in the second quarter here. It's a commanding start from the Pies. Of course, 34 matches they've won on the trot here, Pistols, and it looks like they're on track to make 35 in a row. Daniel Roberts in the ruck, wins it down. Sam Williams, drink runner, is out there. So the umpire will throw the ball up again. It'll be Roberts against Schultz. Here's a chance for Vergara around the action. Kick inside 50 from Ethan Bell. Backing back there was Parker Bowers, who kicked a lovely goal in that first quarter, Pistols, and he's got the ball now at centre-half back, such as the Magpies' versatility. Oh, turnover. Here's a chance.
Taken by Kluski, I think it is. Crawl bounce, and the Stallion will be the first to get there. Hines closes for the Roos. Pearlie's got support from Eckerman. Eckerman in turn, handballs over the top. Delete comes back to Eckerman, puts up the line to Malcho. He's under pressure from Grouch, and is that holding the ball? Yes, says the umpire. Ball taken by Payne, set sail for goal, and this is it. The drought is broken, and quick movement there, but Hahndorf like their time again with that clearance, but Payne finally, 19.5 minutes gone, gets the first goal on the board in the second term for the Barkaroos. They move along to 1-2, but Hahndorf still well in charge, 7-10.
Indian Jaden, anything down there at ground level?
Just the individual stat there for Payne. He kicks the first goal there for Barker. That's his second kick for the game, and there were 47 kicks in total for Mount Barker.
Yeah, just wanted to note that of the centre clearances and the few in this quarter especially, all 3 of them have actually been won by Mount Barker, but all of them inefficient as well and intercepted by Hahndorf.
Where's the chances they took that ball? I really think that was a mark there by William Bruce. Mark Thomas actually asking the umpire for that clearance. Seemed to be marked by Bruce, but umpire said we'll have a ball up. Meanwhile, ball comes out here, tapped up by Howe. It's a chance for Aitchison, I think it is. Held up and taken. In fact, it was Billy Stokes. So umpire balls it up. Hines doing the ruck work against Roberts, wins the ball down. Once again, Stokes in there. Ball comes out to Payne, who's kicked the goal. This time his kick is going to be close to the boundary line. In fact, out over on the line. Thought it might have been touched in that contest between Howe and Cheney, but the boundary umpire said no. So Cole Cheney just doing a couple of running repairs to dry the ball off. He chips backwards to Yedge. I don't know how many times that's happened today that the two have interacted. Yedge chips the ball across here to Williams, who's just short of the goal square. Hahndorf deep in defence. So Sam Williams studying what's on offer for the Magpies. His team lead pretty handy at the moment, 7-10 to 1-2. 22 minutes about to tip over. Ball put up at marked, intercepted by Payne. So he's come alive here, Indy in the last few minutes, doubling his stats. Ball bounces free, taken by Kluski, spins out of trouble, looks support, gives it to Bruce. Bruce looking for support, coughs the ball up. Thomas in there, grabs the ball, he's locked up by Parker Bowles. And finally the umpire said, I'll have it, just short of the cricket pitch area inside the centre square. So They go Roberts. Goes Schultz, gets the ball down. Thomas once again working hard with Parker Bowles. Those two keeping close contact this afternoon. Finally the ball comes out here. Handballed off the ground there by Bruce. Once again locked up there. Ground level in there was Bell. So umpire once again. Schultz gets a tap over Roberts. Yench socketed it forward. Ends up in the hands of Mail. Puts the ball forward. Nice running mark taken by Tacoma over the original one in Nicky Ingram. Breaks onto that right foot. Straightens the ball up towards the goal square. Big leap there. Comes off hands. Ball fed out here by the Barkaroos. Finally comes back out here to Callens. Takes the ball wide. Finds Wiedenhofer. Wiedenhofer chips it further afield. Finds a teammate there. So the Roos opting to go backwards with Thomas Griggs, I think it was, goes back to Ross Brooks deep in the back pocket area. Scoreboard area. So Brooks, not a lot on offer, he'll probably kick up the line, which he does, towards the Yench wing. Pack sets himself up high, there was Howe, ball comes down there, fed out here. Here's a chance for him, it's the ball taken forward by Jack Loris. Puts it forward through the hands of teammate, go by Big Hines here. Chips the ball across the run of Grouch. Grouch, older legs, outpaces Neukamp. Has a shot. Will it carry? Perlin getting back there. Umpire Crompton right on the line, the goal line. It's called it a mark, so it's touched. He's called it. So behind there to Mount Barker. Quickly Jens brings the ball back in. Oh, good interception there by Bell. Brings the ball to ground level off of nearly a possession mark there to Mail, but good work there by Ethan Bell. Brought the ball to ground. So ruck contest here. Chance for the Roos. Can they get a goal before half time? That it Madsen feeds it out to Williams. Williams with a long kick towards the centre square area, getting back there. Dark for the Barkaroos. So the Roos can send the ball back in. 24 minutes, just about to tick. Undecision here, goes wide to lead of Billy Stokes. Stokes take it. Of course, former Crows top-up player. So Stokes want to move it on as 24 minutes has ticked over. Puts it forward, Yench in front of the bus. Ball comes down to Stallion, gets it back to Cheney. Puts it forward to Vergara, takes a mark. Wastes no time, goes, switches play across here, and there's a loose man drifted. And Salt, gets around his opponent. With a bit of can, he goes long towards the top of the square. I tell you what, this is going to be a fantastic running and team effort. Started right in the back pocket area here. Vergara got involved, switched the ball across cleverly. There's the result, and a great goal on the run to our man Benny Salt. Just to rub, we should say, salt into the wound of Mount Barker. As Hahndorf go to 8-10 to 1-3, 25 minutes just about to expire. Second term on call to old here, Goldie.
Yep, just going around the ground here. Pistols, looks like out at Lobethal, Brady Dorr has done his hamstring, so that's a bit of a blow there. But Riley and Viney apparently... Riley and Viney apparently playing well. Zach George Dent has dislocated his elbow. But Lobethal very good early in that one. Just got a ball up here. 26 minutes gone, so 8-10 Hahndorf, Mount Barker 1-3. Here's a chance for William Bruce. Goes to Ethan Bell. Handball over the top to Jamie Grouch. One before half-time would be handy for the Roos. Kick inside 50, but Eckerman will wrap this one up in front of his fellow number 11 Hines there, Pistols. So Eckerman goes towards the centre-half back area, finds Madsen, the skipper. He's got Vergara all by himself here on the wing. Goes to him, collects it, can go, no, gets onto the right boot. Good smother there, goes and gets it again. Manages to hack the ball forward. Kicked up there by Ingram. Managed to fend off the Mount Barker opponent. Handball. Thought he was going to go with a handball, but he's gone with a high kick inside 50. Who's down there? Big pack of players off hands. And the ball's held up inside 50 there for the Magpies Pistols. 26 minutes gone. Hahndorf 8-10. Mount Barker 1-3. Goal kickers Nykamp, Madsen and Salt for the Pies in this quarter, and Payne for Mount Barker. And we'll bring you updated on all the goal kickers at half time.
Wonderful winter sunshine here, Goldie, on the call of the Wild. Of course, nothing but the best for us on hillsfooty.com.
There it
There's
is,
a
half
siren
time.
you can hear in the background. So, ends, well, we say, probably what a lot of sides will encounter this year. A bit of a lesson from the reigning Premier and how to go about it, Goldie, as we look at that 8-10 to 1-3.
Yeah, commanding start there by the Pies. Goal kickers, as I said, in that first term, Babbage kicked a couple. Hankins kicked one. Parker Bors and Ingram have kicked one. Madsen's kicked one, and Nykamp and Salt have also kicked one. So individual goal kickers, Pistols, good spread. We've got 1, 2, 3,
Well, Babbage has
4,
2.
5, 6 or 7 individual goal kickers there for the Pies. So great spread.
And also Mount Barker sharing the duties around with David
Dale
Payne.
Payne,
Payne.
Yep.
But no, let's, as we said, let's be serious about it. Hahndorf certainly looking very good at the moment. And they could be proving a hard side to beat. As will be joined shortly by one of their superstars. But before that, we'll just go quickly down to Jaden and Indy. You'll just give us the stats that matter for the first half.
Cheers, Pistols. So, with that quarter, Mount Barker had 16 inside 50s. They locked it in for a while, first 5 minutes, but they just couldn't get any score. Unfortunately, they ended up having 50 kicks in total for the game. Indy, Hahndorf side, mate?
Well, looking from the Hahndorf perspective, they actually lost all of the centre clearances in that quarter, 0-5 in favour of Mount Barker. The stoppages, not so much of an easy picking either, only 8-6 in that comparison, and only 13-11 for inside 50s, but they just seem to be more efficient going forward. Mount Barker were wasteful when they won those centre clearances, and it was disappointing.
And also, it was last year when Onkers played Mount Barker here at Hahndorf, Mount Barker dominated the second quarter, and they had about three goals, 6 they kicked in that quarter, and had heaps of inside 50s. Like, they had 16 inside 50s today as well. And it's nearly identical this game this time last year. It was 66-13 from Hahndorf to Mount Barker. Back to you, Pistols.
Good on you. Thank you to Jaden and Indy for the stats that matter. Now, during the reserves and prelude to the A-grade game, we sort of remarked it was something a little bit different of watching a Mount Barker side run around for the first time in probably 2 decades. You probably won't want me to say that because it just shows how long he's been playing footy. But as I said, something different to see a Mount Barker side running around in the A-grade without the famous number 23 out there. And well, when you look at the CV, 360 plus games, probably the most capped player for him, I think. 4 premierships, 2 male medals, and well, they use the term lightly, sometimes over the top of legend, but this bloke is a legend, and it's been great for us to have him join us here at halftime break. The one and only Simon Noonan. Simon,
yes, Bizzles, how are you, mate?
Very good, mate. Very good, and well, does it seem strange, mate? This time of the day, you're not sitting down there listening to the coach. You're actually, up here with us, enjoying it.
No, it's unusual, but it's pretty nice. I'll be honest. It's,
Yeah.
Good to enjoy a beer with the boys.
Now, firstly, mate, just tell us, obviously the decision was made at the end of last year. You just thought, what, the body had enough? Or just have the youth come through? Because I know you're a big development man as far as that goes. So.
Yeah, probably a combination of all those things, mate. Body's getting older. Probably didn't need an old-timer hanging out and taking a spot of a kid. They can develop some boys through that A-grade role. And, yeah, just playing some reserves. I think I've still got a little bit to offer there, so...
Oh, actually, I mentioned to Goldie in our call earlier. I thought it's fantastic that you're doing that. Like a lot of guys, you don't have to prove anything to anyone, but you obviously love the game still.
Yeah.
And as you said, it's great to have. Well, I don't know, if I was a young kid out there playing, it'd be great to have a guy like you nurture me through my early years.
I don't know if they all think that, but no, it's about me keeping my body moving. To be honest, I feel like I can offer something. I'll keep my body moving until I don't get picked. And if I can help out someone along the way, then that's even better.
Now, you're still involved coaching the kids?
Yeah, absolutely. So the under-14s, I'm still in charge of them.
How'd they go today, mate?
Yeah, we got up by a goal and a bit today, so it was a good start for them. And I also do the under-11s when they start up in a few weeks' time.
Looking after the boys?
Yeah, got both my boys playing.
So obviously we know where the coach's trophy's going to be going with that. So Andrew Bruce with his.
Yeah, Basil's got that stitched up already.
And just while we're talking about Basil, notable absentee today.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a surprise. I know he hurt himself a little bit against Strathalbyn, but I thought it might have come good. And then late Thursday was just a last-minute decision not to play. I
thought he might have thought, knowing the game was going to be televised, he might be worried about his hair and sort of wasn't up to scratch, and thought I'll pull the pin.
It's a chance, but no, he's pretty keen to play his footy, Baz, so unlucky for him, but I'm sure he'll get himself right.
Now, one thing that you should be really proud about, because I know you've had a involvement in the development of these 2 guys. In fact, one of them making his league debut today, my man Malachi
Malachi.
Lions
Yep.
tomorrow, and also, of course, Geordie Houlihan the other week for Sturt. So when you look back, obviously, a guy, you've had involvement with those as
Yeah,
juniors.
I've had a fair bit of involvement with Mally and actually his whole family. I've coached a few of his brothers and stepbrothers too. So
I know you've been around for a while. Would you say you coach Potts?
I coached Jordan for a very small period, and I played with Darren. Yes, but Mally, yeah, I like to say that I got the pleasure of coaching him and playing with him in the A grade as well over a few years, and he did a mountain of work over the COVID period, and he's really deserved his spot in the league side. So we're all really pumped for him.
Yeah, fantastic.
I think Jordan's actually hurt himself at the moment, is the word I hear. So maybe he'll be back out playing hopefully for the state league side shortly.
Okay. So yourself, I know you love your footy, you love to keep yourself fit. I've seen a bit of your work on social media, mate. Out there, buddy. I thought it was Richard Simmons or someone, the way you run around. But your training, modified program for a veteran?
Actual football training is just on a Thursday night now for me. But I keep myself in pretty good shape, keep myself active with the boys and make sure that I maintain a little bit.
So you would have been pretty busy during the COVID, just stocking up the toilet paper out there at Minot for Big W?
We did have to dispute a fair bit. It was going crazy. But the COVID period, mate, it was interesting because you've gone from, like my family, we've had something every night of the week. We were taking the kids somewhere, or I was doing something, or the wife was doing something.
Yep.
And all of a sudden we had nothing.
Yeah.
So it was just interesting, what do you do? And I took advantage of it and maybe changed a bit of fitness stuff and got the kids involved in that. But other people did other things. So yeah, it was an interesting period, but I'm glad that we're back to footy now. It's good to get some normality going.
Yeah. Obviously only one game into it, but B grade footy, a bit tougher to play than A grade because in all due respects, perhaps the ball's not delivered properly to you?
Oh, you'd expect that though, like there's a different level down. But it's still fun, mate, and that's why you play.
Absolutely.
And there's plenty of talented people playing B grade that don't get the opportunity to play in A grade. So, and we played against a side today that had some really good A grade.
You're quite right. That shows you the depth in the club.
But it's important for every footy club to have a solid reserves unit. Like it's not just social. It's like it's a competitive competition.
Well, it's a depth in your club, isn't it?
Yep, and your A grade's always stronger if you've got a good B grade group. So yeah, we'll be right.
Now, I know you would have played with him. Unfortunately, it looks like you've missed out on playing under him. Brucey.
Yeah, I actually did play under Brucey. He coached us in 2006 and 2007.
Okay.
When he came he went to Meadows.
That's
and
right.
Then he came back. So I had a couple of years under him.
Okay.
And then he's done his SANFL stint.
Yes, absolutely.
He's come back
a few of the clubs he was involved with have actually won flags.
Yeah,
like Westies and the
he's
Bays.
done really well. So it's a really good appointment. Scott was fine last year. We've had some really good coaches.
Yeah.
But it was a good decision for the footy club when Scott stepped down to go with Andrew. He's very elite with his football knowledge, and he's got a good connection with the playing group. His boys are obviously at that age, and there's Geordie Atkinsons and Billy Stokes that are all that age, and he's had a good connection with them for a long period of time. So the boys have seemed to have bought into his style really well.
Is he a hard taskmaster?
I think he probably was earlier.
Yeah.
Earlier, like in his early coaching days, he felt a lot tougher. Just really knowledgeable. So you just got to trust him, I think. And it might not be on the scoreboard today what's going on, but I'm sure he's delivering a positive message now.
So, as we mentioned in the call, I suppose when you look at Hahndorf and where they are, as far as they're probably one of the best country football sides in South Australia at the moment, is it sort of learning work in progress for Mount Barker when you look at how's at the moment?
Without knowing exactly what Andrew's told the boys, it's probably a little bit hard to gauge what they're doing right and wrong. But when you're playing against Hahndorf and over the past few years, they're clinical, they trust each other, they're experienced on all lines. And it's hard to play. You can't play against that sometimes. It's just, you can have all the talent in the world, but when you link up well and you trust each other well, it's just so hard to defend. We've all played in teams that have been really well synced, and they just seem to be one of those sides that do it.
I was going to say, mate, the 03-04 Mount Barker sides were pretty...
That was a good run, and we felt exactly the same way. You feel invincible, and it doesn't matter whether you're a kid or an old
you have that sort of confidence in each other, in your own ability and your teammates, that they're always going to be there. And you look at Hahndorf,
right.
They'll just throw the ball around, they're going to be a black and white jumper.
I think we're just watching it over there, and one of the boys said, have a look at Cheney, he's just snapped that over his shoulder blindly.
Yeah.
Because he knew someone was going to be there.
Yeah.
And it's training, but it's knowledge, and it's trust, and it's being up by a certain amount of goals that you can.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, you've probably been asked this 1,000 times. Now you're retired, you probably had time to sit back and reflect on it, mate. Best moment footy? I know you said a couple of flags, but
Yeah, the flags are highlights. They really are. Captaining the
captain one, yeah.
the 2012 was a good one for me.
Yep.
That's pretty high. Playing 350 was pretty special the other year. The club really got around that, and the family got around that, so that was pretty special. No one had got
so
to
the
that
exact tally, Simon,
3-6. I'm going to go 3-6-2.
Okay, 3-6-2. We'll get Jordan and Indy to go through the stats, and they might find a team sheet that you weren't on or something.
Yeah, never know.
So no, that will stand for a long time. Only Barkaroo to play 300 games.
Yeah,
let
no
alone
one else got over
360.
300, so it might stick there for a little while. Maybe William Bruce.
Well,
I reckon
if he's
if there's anyone who's going to chase it down, I recken he's a chance. He's been already playing for about 3 years, and he's still
yeah. And hardest opponent.
Well, I've played in a few different roles, so
Yeah.
there's obviously a plethora of midfielders that go pretty well. I remember Simon McCormack was unbelievably top playing for Blackburn.
Well, perhaps put it this way, Squiz, a guy that you used to love watch playing against you. Not
Well,
against you personally, but on the other side.
I admired playing on Loft and watching him play. His work rate was amazing, and he was just an absolute bull. And I reckon he played until he was 40-something as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably
Yeah,
the same,
but,
mate.
but just from Mount Barker,
Yep.
David Murphy,
Yes.
Darren Houlihan,
Yep,
freakish.
yep, yep.
Just both of them, totally different players, but Murph was just a ball magnet. He could go out there now and probably still get kicks. Just knows how to find it, and Houlihan was just what Bots does.
And also, mate, in your sort of semi-retirement playing reserves football, but also sort of taking a bit of a role in the media now, we notice, like a major tipster in the Courier newspaper.
Yeah, I see they got me together with a couple of other old boys, and we're
Yeah.
seeing what we can do. I don't know if anybody reads that section of the
The
Courier.
three
yet, but-
wise men of footballers we've done.
See how
but,
we go, we get it all
the amount
right.
of games that you guys have played.
I tell you,
Obviously,
it was hard to pick Hahndorf.
you wouldn't have played obviously much. Played probably with Chad in inter-league games, but obviously you would have played a bit about with Pucker.
Yeah,
keeping up
and you
closely.
talk about guys that you get inspired by or and like watching play against. I never liked watching Paul beat us, but and we played on each other.
With those
and
grand
it's funny,
finals
we
as a view,
played
wasn't
on
it?
each other so many times, but
Yeah.
never really actually on each other.
Yep.
And even if we did, we never manned up on each other. So he was a great player, Paul, and it's good fun to
Well,
have him.
with your retirement, I think that leads Birchie as the 40-year-old.
So he's still going?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
out at the moment with a knee injury, but I think he only needs about 15 to get his 300, which would be the first Lofty player to do it. So whether he doesn't get back for this year for a few, but I think he wants to go on next year. So he's like you, he keeps himself fit. Mate.
He does keep
Runs
himself
through
fit.
burning houses and that sort of stuff in his job. So,
he's a fantastic leader for that club.
so what do we need? Well, not put the knockers on, but it might be hard for the Roos to get up here. But
Yeah.
what would Brucey be looking for in the second half, though?
I'd imagine he just wants to win some contested ball. Like, if you can stop Hahndorf having the ball for starters, it gives you a chance to play the way you want. So
Yep.
we've just got to, they're very good by foot. You just got to limit their opportunities to have the ball.
Yep.
And so whether that means that we've got to possess it a bit longer or just have another stoppage,
Yep.
it's a bit hard. I don't know what he's just said, but I would be trying to have the ball in our hands a bit longer.
Let's get a few more goals on the board, mate.
Yeah, that definitely.
All right, Simon, thanks for joining us, mate. As I said, you've been an icon of the game here in Eels, and we appreciate your time. No doubt we'll catch you through the season, mate. Maybe
Yeah, like
for a
sneak
few.
in for a call.
Why not? Why not? Good on you.
No worries, mate. Cheers.
Thanks very much, Simon Noonan there, joining us here on Hills Footy immediate half time. And back in the ground, the two sides are out. Hahndorf, as we said, 8-10 leading the Barkaroos 1-3. As Simon departs, and Goldie's going to slip back into the big chair here. So back in the centre, we're about to get underway in the third term. So it's Schultz, ruck recruit against Daniel Roberts. Roberts kept his ground and got the tap down cricket pitch area, then follows it up. The big D, Rob, certainly works his butt off, Goldie, that's for sure. He's not just a tap ruckman.
Just going around the ground. Half time, Lobethal 9 goals, 3. Onka Valley 4 goals, 4.
Oh, so they only kicked out of 2 goals there. As the ball comes up here, picked up here by Callan, swept the handball out to Montgomery. Was that a push in the pack? Yes, it was. Blackwood at 9-6, Lofty 2-5 at half-time, Goldie. I can let you know that.
All right, so Harley Montgomery. Simon Noonan predicted him to be a male medalist this year, Pistols, at the start of the year, so he can play the game, of course, best and fairest last year. Ball centre wing. Lovely conditions here at Hahndorf Oval. Here's Perling. Kick towards the half-forward line. 2-on-1, Montgomery. Good mark. The Swan looking to move the ball here from the left half back. He goes back towards he kicked the ball before, finds Jamie Grouch. So Grouch on his left boot. High ball towards centre wing. Cheney flies. It's gone out towards the boundary line. Rouge trying to hack the ball forward. Here's a chance for Hahndorf. Sweeping handball towards Mail. Yench, little pop over the top to Daniel Roberts. Big D-Rob, been rucking all day. Kicks it out towards the wing. Here's a chance for Vergara. 1-on-2. Nice work there from the Rouge. And it's gone out of bounds.
And we got a bit of a cheerio. Goldie just come through from our media manager, of course, up at the Flash Show, Hydrangea Show up there at Whaler. Probably enjoying the sunshine out there, Mr. Rob Sherwood. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Just a reminder, we're on hillsfooty.com and go to the Hills Football League Facebook page to watch the match live as well. And also you can listen to it as well if you're just out in the garden, Pistols as well.
And here's a chance here for...
Oh, off the knee.
Cooper Nykamp, and you'll know what, right in front of the Dartfish cameras there. I'm sure Flynn captured that one off the...
Well, let's have a look at the replay, because I've got the
good
replay
boy.
here.
Yep.
He's not sure. He needs to come up here and have a look at the replay.
Yeah, we now have the technology. Yeah, perhaps they can hold the game up, Golden, they'll come up here. But, Cooper Nykamp, if it's, well, it's been paid. That's his second goal of the game. First goal of the second half to Hahndorf, 9-10 to 1-3.
How many's he kicked?
That's his second.
Yep.
So he joins Babbage's multiple goal kickers in the 9-goal haul so far for the Magpies. There's 2.5 minutes gone into this.
Yeah, no, that's a goal. That's a goal.
Been verified?
Yep, been verified. Gone upstairs, that's a goal.
So back in the centre, umpire sets it up. Roberts takes his own tap out. Handball was smothered by G. Grouch. Ball there, ground level. Grouch held up the G banger. Good work there by Daniel Robertson. What a workhorse of a ruckman he is. The
D-Rob, yeah. No, of course he was a grand final premiership hero back in 2015. Pistols,
yes,
remember he went
absolutely,
forward.
in that last quarter, yes. Ball comes out to Yench. Oh, silky pickup. Toe pokes the ball forward to Vergara.
He's been good.
Gets a bit of candy, gets back to Yench. The long sleeve boys
Oh, look at
combining
this.
there.
Here we go.
Flicks the ball out and here they go. As you can hear, got it. Oh, good pressure there, but shrugs it off.
Hopgood, I think.
It was Hopgood, puts it up here, bouncing ball.
Oh!
Cool bounce for Miles. He goes to ground. Parker Bowles dispossessed. Also Babbage in there, brute strength. Also a good tackle there, but infringing in the tackle was Payne, I think it was. So the free kick to Parker Bowles, who's been very good this afternoon, as he regularly is. High kick.
Nykamp is the target.
Sets it up. Nykamp.
Oh!
Oh! And there's your first contender for Mark of the Year in round one. And as I said, Nykamp, that's what we were. The last goal we kicked down the bottom end there, that was brute strength. This one was
lovely mark.
up and at him.
We'll have
as
a look
we
at
watch
the replay shortly.
Goldie will probably get excited again watching it here on the monitor.
You could see him. He was positioned beautifully in the bus there, Pistols.
So Nykamp, the chance for back-to-back goals here for the Pies towards the social club end. Drop punt, sets it on its way. Goal umpire Chris McCardle shakes his head and straight as a die. So Nykamp is
Here's the replay.
consecutive goals in the first 4 minutes as we watch on the monitor here in the Dreammaker. Oh yes, that's a classic go by Nykamp. So as I said, in 4 minutes he's kicked 2 goals. Hahndorf moved to 10-10. Mount Barker 1-3 here.
Well, the versatility this year, Pistols, with the Hahndorf forward line. You've got Salt down here, Nykamp, Babbage, Ingram, and Sammy Williams and Dave Hankin. No Darcy, of course, no Darcy Hourigan or Luke Roberts. But
I was going to say, you've got Luke
plenty
Roberts
of
to come
options
back
here.
in. So yes, so back in the centre, Daniel Roberts against Schultz, the sergeant, up high, but Roberts wins it. Thomas eludes him. Payne's in there, cricket pitch area. Thomas goes back, gets the ball. In the meantime, he's being paid a free kick. It's Payne, so Dale Payne moves the Roos forward out there. Over the top, bouncing ball. Yench getting across there. Tap forward by Stokes. I think he goes to ground. Barkeroo's deep in the pocket. Flicked back by Callens, I think it is. But in the meantime, mark has been paid by Hines. So the big fella took that mark on his boot.
I'm just going to have a look. I'm just going to have a look around the grounds, and I'll report some scores to you very shortly.
Okay, so Damien
I'll be back.
So Damien Hines spent some time at Centrals, but MSU in the Northern Areas League. And
Nice goal.
He's kicked his first goal for the Hahndorf, for the Mount Barker Football Club at the 5-minute mark of the third term. So the Roos starting to get some reward for their efforts here. So we move along to 2-3 to 10-10. And we'll go down to Jordan and Indy.
Jaden, yep, Jordan, yep.
Yeah, it was a good inside 50 there for Mount Barker. Good goal there as well. They've currently had a five kicks in this term as well, and they've just had the one inside 50 there. Indy.
Yeah, so looking at that, Hahndorf, they actually got the benefit of one of those stoppages leading up to that passage, but it didn't actually work in their favour that time. So it's a rare instance of them conceding from the halfback instead of converting.
Thanks, boys. Working well there. I just got to know who you are. Jaden, sorry, mate. It's been 6 months, a long time. We'll get used to it. So back in the centre, another bout, throw up. Ball comes down here. The new neckdowns. Madsen wearing opposition pretty close here in Callens. So another ball up results. Roberts gets the ball down. Madsen, quick kick away, high kick. Ingram territory. Weeding off it now. Quick hands out from Babbage. Got
Salt
it to
and pepper.
Around the corner towards Nycamp territory, off hands and top of the square, and through for a minus gone. Gee, they look
It's an exciting forward line, Pistols.
They look dangerous and exciting, Goldie, every time they go forward. So running the ball out is Thomas Griggs for the Roos towards the wing area. Roberts out there. That's a good mark taken out by the Sarge from Cadena and Schultz. He recruited the Barkaroos this season, and the sun's still beaming out here at Pine Avenue. So Schultz, high kick. Not much distance, but high, but getting back there and taking an uncontested mark. Looks like it's Hopgood, I think, is it? Out there for Hahndorf. Wastes no time. Puts the ball across.
Here's Cheney.
Cheney, the former Crow. His second year with the black and white. Puts the ball back up. Big Rob Lombers out and just sticks up the Dukes, takes a mark, gets it back to a teammate running through in Eckerman. He gave it to Williams and didn't really want it. Gives it back to Handby. He's got time to get around his
Nycamp will
right.
fly.
High kick to Nycamp.
Oh!
Over the top. Getting back there's the Swan. Cleverly taps it to himself. Oh, goes to ground. Might want to check the Spriggs. Comes back here. Hankin with a little toe poke. Through for a minor score, but certainly the excitement machine here is Nycamp at the moment. So Hahndorf moving along. 10 goal 12, I think it is. Scoreboard just catching up to 2 goal 3. Ball kick out. Roberts goes to ground. Scramble of players there. Sam Williams involved there as well. And the umpire will come in and ball up just on the edge of the 50-metre arc for Hahndorf as they work towards the top of the ground. The social club end. Grabbed there by Grouch, taken high by Dylan Madsen, and he win the free kick. No, the umpire says I'll have it. So line ball there, ruck duel. Roberts over the top, Madsen grabbed it. I think a free kick will go to Schultz here, the Sarge. So will Schultz take the free kick. Done pretty well in his debut game here for the Barkaroos, as said York Peninsula footballer from the Cadena club. Left footer, sets it up, over the head of the Stallion. Ball comes to ground there, Hahndorf defence all locked up there. Good strong pressure applied there by Marston, Taylor Marston, so results in a ball up. So up they go again. Leak doing the ruck, brings it down. Thomas in there, Madsen in there. Rugby scrum. Ball going to ground. Moving rugby scrum, Thomas at the bottom, the fresh man. So umpire will come in and ball up once again, Goldie. So
yes.
10-12, 2-3, 9.5 minutes gone here, Call to Wild. Third term on hillsfooty.com.
Edge of the cricket pitch area. Just having a look forward here for the Pies. So Cooper Nycamp at full forward. He's opposed to Thomas Griggs. Babbage is down here as well. Also Dave Hankin. Ben Salt. For the Roos got Ross Brooks. Will Schultz is down here. Montgomery is opposed to Dave Hankin. And also Ryan Wiedenhofer against Salt. Meantime, Handby puts the mitts up, bursting through his Ingram. He's got a couple of Magpies running for him. Oh, he probably should have gone with the first option there. Tried to take him on. He's caught holding the ball. So a free kick here for the Roos. It's going to Connor O'Riordan. Kick towards centre-half forward for Mount Barker. Here's a chance for Hahndorf to clear once again. Pistols, Cheney. Fend off against
no,
Grouch.
don't argue.
Kicks towards centre wing. Montgomery does that nicely and takes a good mark. 11 minutes gone. Hahndorf 10-12. Mount Barker 2-3. First fend off we've seen for the season.
Yeah, it's Simon who said they just lose confidence. And Cheney down there's the man again, taking the resultant free kick taken by Montgomery. So Cheney back to Yench. I'd like a stat on that if the stats boys can take that. Cheney to Yench or Yench to Cheney. It'll be fair number, I think, as he comes back out here towards Eckerman over the top. Grouch close to the boundary line, keeps them play, left foot, hooks it back a high, getting under it there. Good strong tackle, breaking clear was Bell, chips it forward, but Yench getting in front and taking a strong diving mark. Just around the grounds again, boys. Blackwood 9-6, Mount Lofty 2-5. Kangarilla, Country Division action. Kangarilla 10-5, leading the Raiders 6-3.
There you go.
And the grand final rematch, Kersbrook 5-2, Gamaraka 4-5, and a ring-a-ding-ding out at our Gamaraka Oval there this afternoon. So a big program of football as it's back on deck here this afternoon. So relieving kick taking there from Mount Barker by Marshall Howe. Oh, big leap there was from Hines. He tried to fist it forward. Ball comes to ground.
Free kick
Ball
here.
taken there. There's a free kick. The ball was grabbed there by Bell, but the ball was come back there and taken
Billy
by
Stokes.
Aitchison, by Stokes. Haven't seen Aitchison much since...
Billy Stokes has got a bit of colour in the hair.
Yeah, him and Aitchison. The Blonde brothers.
Boundary throwing inside 50 here for the Roos. They're 2-3. Hahndorf 10 goals, 12. Hines won that one down. Clearing kick out of defensive 50 from Cheney. Taken here for Mount Barker.
Bring that sack. Your man, Connor O'Riordan.
All right. Right half forward. Kicking from 50.
Might be a Gaelic background there.
Potentially. He might have a shot on the angle.
He's fancying himself.
He's gone back way past Mount Barker's interchange bench. In he comes.
He's got a longer run up than Sean Tate.
So kick it goal. Goes right to the line. And two Hahndorf players
mark.
there just take a nice mark there. It's like Kane Mauchow, is it?
Yes, it is, yes.
Mauchow, last line of defence for the Pies. Goes into the back pocket with a nice pass to Cheney.
He's knocking up the stats too, Goldie.
Short pass once again. Patient build up here. Eckerman. Is that Eckerman?
No, it's man Yench.
Yench, of course.
Cheney to Yench. Yench to Cheney.
So Yench. Kick out of the defensive 50 towards the half-back line. Over the top with Perling. Taking a nice mark. Here we go. Madsen. Handballs through.
Hands.
Got it towards Williams. The Pies are on here. Opens up. Cooper Nykamp. One-on-one. Can flick it over to the Hankin here. He does that. Runs in. Can he get a kick away? You betcha.
Well, nearly made that a bit more harder than it was, but yeah, got the result in the end. But just those numbers around the ball. Williams, Cohen.
We'll have a look at it here. Pistols on the replay. Just
take us through it, Goldie.
Well, Williams, lovely kick out of the fence, as you said. Set it up into space, over the top of a couple of Roos players. Handball over the top there from Nykamp. Hankin fending off his opponent. And then a lovely snap for goal on his left. How many goals has he kicked
So
today?
Hankin, he's now a double goal kicker. He's joining Babbage and Nykamp. Nykamp with 3, Babbage with 2, and Hankin with 2 also. Also Ingram, Parker Bowers, Madsen and Salt and Pepper have got on the goal kickers list so far.
Good spread of goal kickers here for Hahndorf.
And a bit more thin for Mount Barker, Payne and Hines. So back in the centre. Madsen having a run in ruck. Ball comes out here to Payne. Gets a clearing kick for the Barkaroos. Bouncing ball over the top. Maucho. Got assistance there from Eckerman. Was he taken high? No. Yes, he has. Yes.
Have you got those half-time scores pistols? I'll just put them on the Hills Football League Facebook page.
So Adam Eckerman. Madsen down there. Goes to ground. And the Sunbreach there comes out here. Chip forward there by Jack Loris. Finally, the Roos get a shot. Big Hines in the goal square. Getting back there is Yedge. He's happy to see the ball over the line. Quickly moves the ball up here to Hanby. Hanby turns, sees what's on offer and decides to go back. So Michael Hanby, plenty of experience there. Multiple premiership player, of course. Hahndorf also coached North Adelaide for a while as a caretaker coach. Ball goes up here, off hands on the Yedge wing area. Comes back here to the Swan. Montgomery lifts the eyes and picks out the big man leading out in Hines. So Hines has got the opportunity here to kick consecutive goals in this term for the Barkaroos. So Damien Hines, as we said, joining the Roos from Riverton, Saddleworth, Maribel United, and also spent some time in the ranks at Central Districts, I believe. So Hines kicked 27 goals last year for RSMU. He's already kicked 1 for the Roos. Make that 2 at the Pine Avenue end. So Mount Barker in its Simon Noonan said at half-time they'd just be happy to get some score on the board and get some reward for their efforts against a pretty classy side here in Hahndorf, Goldie.
16 minutes gone in the third term. Hahndorf 11-12, Mount Barker 3 goals 4. And we'll go to Jaden and Indy once again, boys, with the stats that matter.
Yeah, so the inside 50 is there for Mount Barker. They have had 12 this quarter. That's 32 in total. So they did lock it in there for a while, and then Hahndorf unfortunately scored that goal before, but they've been dominating inside 50s, Mount Barker.
Yeah, compared between the second and third quarter, Hahndorf with only about 19 inside 50s in comparison. So that actually brings the tally up to 1 inside 50 separating the two sides. And yet on the scoreboard, it's 22 v 78. So concerns raising there over the efficiency of Mount Barker's conversion.
Concerns indeed, Goldie.
And just going around the grounds, Lobethal 9 goals 4, Onka Valley 7 goals 4. So on the chance, the doggies.
Oof, oof, yeah, our man Shane Collins. Yeah. He did say Lobie would.
He's on the, yeah.
Anyway,
Brady Dorr doing a hamstring.
That's right. Anyway, ruck duel taken off there by Handby. He's wrapped up in a tackle. So once again, the umpire will come in and ball up. Good tackle laid there by Jack Loris on Handby. So once again, ball up. Ball comes down. Spinning out was Madsen. Can he get the ball clear? No, he doesn't. Finally flicked out there for the Roos to Grouch. High left foot kick under pressure. Getting back there and taking the mark was Yench. Gave it across to Cheney, the old firm, who in turn chips it up the wide spaces to Jaron Mail. Mail back to Yench. Yench feigns a handball, then chicks the ball out to Cheney for about the 50th time in this game. The two former Crows combining. So Cheney with the ball just up from the scoreboard. 17.5 minutes ticked over. 11-12 Magpies, 3-4 Barkaroos. Hahndorf with the ball, just working it up. The Yench win taken by Eckerman. He goes backwards to Yench, slips as he tries to get the ball, and the Barkaroo boys claiming a free kick there, but notices the umpire. So the throw-in will take place. Forward flank area for the Barkaroos. Throw in. Knocked down. Trying to bustle through was Payne. He's dispossessed. Ball comes back to Madsen. Oh, interesting disposal there. Ball comes out there for William Bruce. Finally gets out to the run of a teammate in Loris. Centres the ball, top of the square. Oh, nearly a good mark. Under pressure there, but he's paid it to Billy Stokes. Stood his ground as the pack crumbled over the top of him. So Billy Stokes with the opportunity here. As I said, leading goal kicker last year, without the other big boys in Johnson, Worthley and Noonan, who are all missing this year, Goldie. So Billy Stokes, opportunity to kick his first for the season.
Directly in front, 19 minutes gone. So a good period here for Mount Barker, and that's their
Good
fourth.
Kick. Great kick.
So Mount Barker go to 4 goals 4, Hahndorf 11 goals 12. 20 minutes gone here in the third term from Hahndorf Oval. Goal kickers so far in this term. Nykamp's kicked a couple. Dave Hankin one for Hahndorf, and for Mount Barker, Hines has kicked a couple, and Stokes as well. So
Andrew Bruce will be pretty happy.
I was going to say
they're
that.
keeping patch with at least, level, 3 goals apiece.
So back in the middle, Mark Thomas, Samuel Callens for the Roos. Looks like Ethan Bell and Schultz is going into the ruck, it looks like, or Taylor Marston, is it?
Taylor Marston, yes.
Yep, and for Hahndorf, Daniel Roberts straight into it. So Roberts wins that one decisively. It's gone down the throat of Callan. Snapped forward by D-Rob. He'll go to Sam Williams. Good spoil over the top there for the Roos. But here's a chance for Williams. Goes to Nykamp. Kick forward. 20 metres out from goal. Slapped on there by Ingram. Oh, Wiedenhofer neutral ball. Lobethal 9 goals 4. Onkers 8 goals 4. And Brady Dawes done a hamstring and Voigt's done a hamstring. So two big men there for Lobethal done hamstrings. Meantime, ball is 20 metres out here from the Roos goal. Hahndorf's goal. And it'll be... Who's in the ruck there? Well, Nykamp. Here's a chance for Dave Hankin. Got a kick away. How's the bounce?
Oh, Williams tried a bit of Maradona magic off the boot, but through for a minor score. So I wonder if Timmy Jenkins been involved with a fitness program out at Lobethal. A couple of hamstrings done already, the tractor. So maybe he's overworking them or not enough work. As hamstrings in the middle of July, not good in a shortened season. So the ball brought back in for the Roos by Ross Brooks. Comes out here to Cheney, sends it straight back from whence it came. Hankin in the box seat, spot from behind. Oh, good strong work by Callens as he tries to burst his way through, but he's going nowhere under a good tackle there laid by Nykamp and also Madsen, so the umpire will recommence play. So ruck work by Nykamp, comes down into Madsen, he's looking for support, he's dispossessed, and holding the ball was the cause. He tried to get through to get his boot to the ball and have a shot at goal, but held up there. So the free kick taken here by Thomas Griggs, deep in the cliff pocket area. Chips it up the line and finds Callens. He says no to his teammate, so he'll go back and study what's on offer further afield. Goes long up the wing, gets a barrier to barrel working. Off hands to Daniel Roberts, he's dispossessed. Oh, good work there by Loris as he got the ball out to a teammate, and Thomas, the freshman, hacks it forward. First to get to be Kane Moucho, the bouncing ball in the back pocket area. He's under pressure there from Jesse Amos, with the ball over the boundary line, resulting in a throw-in. So the sun still, as shadows come across the ground, but it's been a pretty good day in July for football here, Goldie, at Pine Avenue.
Boundary throw in the Roos are playing well here. Thomas charging through, could have earned a free kick, and the umpire says, I will have it, or is it free kick here for Thomas?
No, he's going to
umpire says I'll have it. So he balls it up. 23 minutes gone. 3 goals in this term for Mount Barker. Good period. Soccer out of defence there for Hahndorf. Ingram, nice handball over the top. Finds Hankin, I think it was. Switch of play could be on here for Hahndorf. Kick out of defence. Goes to Williams. Umpire's called a hand cut out there. He goes over the top towards a teammate. 1, 2, 3. Here go Hahndorf. Once again inside 50. Madsen, he dropped that one. Should have taken it. Hankin at ground level. And the Roos will hold it in their defensive 50.
The medalist, you thought, would have taken that, but good work there to hold the ball in there.
So inside 50 here for Hahndorf. Nykamp in ruck once again. Williams tried to earn a free kick. That's a throw. Free kick here for Hahndorf.
Ross Brooks just exasperated there, but umpire not changed his mind. So free kick here to Hankin, Dave Hankin. Pretty handy return here this afternoon. Already with 2 on the board. Goldie in his return, of course, past vice captain, premiership player. Spent last year up in the Sunraysia League. So Hankin, deliberate shot, drop punt. Hasn't got the leg spot on the line. Brings it back in play. Here's a chance for Madsen as he soccers the ball. Now Barker appealing for a free kick, deliberate, but umpire says no, so we'll have a throw-in. Academy boy right in front of us, a little bit dug up the pocket area here, a bit slippery, close to the boundary line. So, ruck duel. Ball comes down there, taken by Callens. He's going nowhere as he's held up. Pretty strong tackle there by a couple of Magpies, Nykamp and also Babbage. So it will be Schultz and Nykamp to do battle. Schultz wins this one out wide, taken by Madsen around the corner, but only one back in the goal square at home is Thomas Griggs for the Roos. Relieves the pressure, time being, puts it out wide. Chance here for Stokes, cleverly toe pokes it forward. Trying to trap the ball back there. Hahndorf defender goes to ground. Might have been Hopgood. Ball comes out here. Grabbed out there by Klasky, the former Torrens Valley boy. First season with the Roos. He goes to ground. Ball held in. Umpire says, I'll come in and ball it up. 24.5 minutes gone. Hahndorf in charge. 11-13. Mount Barker 4-4 here on the call of the Wild.
Yep, BD Rob just giving away a free kick there in the ruck contest against Will Schultz. So Schultz wheels onto that left boot, kick inside 50. Nice kick into space. One recruit to the other.
Yeah.
And Hines, he's popped up pistols with a couple of goals in this quarter.
I tell you what, when he leads, he's not unlike Kerry Gratz, if you remember Gratz,
Yes.
back in the day from Mount Barker.
Same number, perhaps. If I may.
Gratz,
Maybe.
he might have,
Maybe
should
another
ask
number.
Noons, but very similar build. So
Hines for number 3 for the term. It's not a bad kick. It's just gone to the left-hand side, though.
So the Roos missing out in the goal there. So go to 4-5, I think they are, to 11-13. So just waiting for the ball to come back in through the agency of Yench. The Pies out wide. Grouse with the spoil. Roos bring it back in. Yench behind the pack. Got assistance there from Parker Bars with a defensive fist. Ball goes out over the boundary line right next to the behind post, Pine Avenue end of the ground.
Jaden and Indy, just leave it. Yep, that's right.
So the inside 50s there for Mount Barker is 36 in total, 15 for this quarter.
And, well, within this quarter, Hahndorf only 9 inside 50s, and Mount Barker, as far as I'm concerned, about 12 in this quarter. We got that correct? And, yeah, once again, Mount Barker have actually hit with a bit more scoring momentum now, but might just be too little too late at this stage.
And like we said, Hahndorf a little bit more efficient when it comes to inside 50s.
Well, Coach Bruce would be pleased with that, as they've outscored him as called by the 500 man, 12-9 inside 50s in favour of the Roos, as they try to push it forward in their forward arc at the moment, but held up there by the Hahndorf defence. Scotty Perling in there. Also, Callan's climbing up off the deck. So, ruck duel. Roberts wins it down against Hines. Flicked out the back here. Hahndorf defence. Here's a chance now Barker to get control of it. Callan spins out of trouble and gets on his right for a shot.
Lovely kick.
That is a fantastic goal under pressure. And Sammy Callans, we talked about their perseverance, and be interesting to watch that one, Goldie, because that was a fantastic effort as he curled it back under pressure. Sammy Callans at the 26.5 minute mark.
Great quarter here from the Roos, outscoring Hahndorf. It's 4 goals to 3 in this term so far, and yeah, lovely goal. And they got around him, and well deserved so. Mount Barker heading towards 3/4 time with plenty of momentum. 5 goals, 5, Hahndorf 11-13. Match set up obviously in that first half, but Mount Barker will, if they continue on this way, Pistols head into round 2 with plenty of momentum. Meantime, Sam Williams kicks the ball out of the centre square forward line for the Magpies, but that's 3/4 time. It's Hahndorf 11-13, Mount Barker. A resurgent Mount Barker in that term. 4 goals they kicked, and they go to 5 goals, 5 at 3/4 time here in round 1, Hills Football League action.
So, as you said, Coach Andrew Bruce would be pretty happy to pick the positives out, as we said at half-time when we were joined by Simon Noonan, that they probably won't win the game. It's how you lose sometimes in footy, and they've certainly shown a bit of fire in the belly. They could have come out and rolled over because Hahndorf looking very ominous every time they get the ball, but they've straightened up in a few areas. I think young Schultz has done pretty well and rucked that quarter against Big D Rob. Also, Jack Loris came into the game a bit Goldie, which was good to see. And, of course, Hines, the big fella up forward, certainly made a presence there. As you said, kicking 2 of the 4 goals. And Stokes and also Callans with that wonderful effort just before the 3/4 time where he curved the ball round under pressure. So, yeah, Barkaroos 4-goal quarter, Hahndorf 3 goals, but the Magpies still leading pretty convincingly 11-13 to 5-5. As we go down to a more comprehensive cover of the stats, Jaden and Indy.
Yep, that's correct.
Cheers, Pistols. So, good one there. 74 kicks it is for Mount Barker at the moment. So, hopefully they can get a few more goals finished off the game. They had 16 inside 50s in that quarter. Indy?
Well, from what I noticed, Hahndorf didn't concede as many lost stoppages or clearances in that quarter when it came to Mount Barker's efficiency, but I think that's because Mount Barker changed the way they played. They actually tried to take the game on a bit more, and they weren't playing as selfishly either. So I think Hahndorf maybe just a little slower, but at the very least they can afford to do it right now within that quarter. Only 9 inside 50s, but really once again they've already equated to enough major scores for it to not matter too much.
And in this game last year, Hahndorf kicked 3 goals in the 3rd quarter, so there's a similarity there. But Mount Barker only kicked 1 goal in the 3rd quarter last year. So big improvement there for Mount Barker in this game. Back to you, Pistols and Goldie.
Thank you very much to the boys down there, Jaden and Indy, of all the stats that matter. And, well, as I said, the stats since half-time, Mount Barker perhaps on top in a few, but certainly breaking more even than they were in that first half, when at half-time Hahndorf led 8-10 to 1-3. They still lead 11-13 to 5-5, but certainly the scoreboard looking a bit better for the Barkaroos. But I suppose one good thing when you look at it, Goldie, they're actually getting first game of the season, the the 9-round sprinters we've dubbed it. At least they've got the Magpie machine out of the way.
As our man Andrew Ozolekner said, six new players into this lineup from Mount Barker today, Pistols. So it just might take a while for them to settle into it.
And you look at the Hahndorf machine, well, as we said, majority of the premiership players from last year, the additions, I guess, Braden Hopgood, Tom Babbage, of course, Dave Hankin back in the team. But apart from that, they're virtually the same lineup. And of course, a few more perhaps to come back in. Matt Roberts, Luke Roberts. So, the Hahndorf just in a very good place at the moment. But and of course, Matt Buckley.
Yep.
And of course, as Simon Noonan said, when you're in that era and you have consistency and continuity in your team selection and depth, this is Hahndorf's time at the moment. But Mount Barker, obviously, as you said, with 6 debutants and a fair few young blokes there, building towards something perhaps in the future.
Just some half-time scores again, Pistols, as we wait for some other scores to come in shortly.
Yeah, Blackwood 9-6, Mount Lofty with 2-5, Kangaroo with 10-5, Bridgewater Raiders 6-3, Kersbrook 5-2, lead Gumaraka 4-5, and would it be a ring-ding local derby battle out there in the grand final rematch. And what was the score we just had recently? It was Onkers up by a goal Loby by a goal, 9-4 to 7-4. Doggies on the march. So
Yep.
Shane Collins no doubt will be riding them home. And hopefully have Colo back on deck on the boundary. But of course we'll have him on Hills Footy Unplugged, the high rating show that everyone's talking about, bringing you all the latest on Hills Footy news and views. And of course you can catch that on hillsfooty.com.
Hahndorf's forward line defence to start us off here in the final term is we've got Yench down there, Cheney, Eckerman, Perling, Mauchow and Parker Bors. For Hahndorf in the middle, big Daniel Roberts.
Just a three-quarter times. Sorry, Goldie. Blackwood 14-6, Mount Lofty 3-6. So the Woods on their way to a world elite by 66 points. So could be a big win for them.
Braden Hopgood's in the middle for Hahndorf. Dylan Madsen, also Hanby for Mount Barker. Looks like Ethan Bell, Samuel Callens. Jaden, you want to say something?
Only how the Adelaide Hills boys went in the Sturt versus Eagles game.
Oh, no worries. Hanby kick out of the middle for Hahndorf to start us in the final term. And that's an immediate mark there, Pistols. And it's gone to Cooper Nightcamp. So straight out of the middle, inside a couple of seconds. In fact, about 5 seconds, and Hahndorf have gone kick out of the middle and mark forward.
Perhaps we've had a text in. Perhaps not my boy Malarkey's not there. No Mount Barker. No Malachi, no Mount Barker as Cooper Nightcamp. Good way to start the term. 30 seconds in, he's kicked his 4th goal, Goldie.
Yep.
So Cooper Nightcamp, certainly, as we said, second highest goal kicker last year. And of course, without the big man Darcy Hurrigan in the house this year, could be looking to cement his spot as the key forward, so certainly doing it well there. So 30 seconds on the clock expired in the last quarter, and Hahndorf with their first goal at the term. So they move to 12-13 to 5-5 back in the centre. Quick kick away by Callens up towards Yench. Yench with Howe. Howe wins out, going to ground with Stokes, fleets the ball out the back. Taken by Payne for the Roos. This is better movement as they go forward. And a good mark taken there. Good contested mark by Jesse Amos.
And he's combed the hair once again.
Yeah, well, right in front
Combed the hair once again, so that's twice
right in front
now.
of Flynn here with the camera.
3
the
times.
Dartfish camera, so...
3 times he's combed the hair. 4 times. He's combing the hair more than Ingram.
So, Jesse Amos, chance to kick his first goal this afternoon. Drop punt.
Oh, he likes it too.
I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good kick straight through the eye of the needle. So Amos counters 1 minute 46 with the countering goal for the Roos. A goal apiece here in the last term, but of course Hahndorf holding a significant 6-goal plus lead at the moment. But as we said, good to see the Roos, since half time, have actually outscored them, Goldie. 5 goals to 4.
So, in the middle, good game of football, Pistols, especially since half-time.
I was going to say, you take away the first...
Just took a while to settle into it.
It does. Well, it is the opening game of the season.
Like
even
us.
though it's July. Yeah, it does.
Daniel Roberts up against Schultz in the ruck, or Taylor Marston. Schultz, I think it is.
Schultz it is,
Near the cricket pitch. 2 minutes gone in the final term. 12-13 to Mount Barker, 6 goals, 5. Here's a chance for Hamby. Hacks it forward once again. Set up the first goal of this final term.
Good body
nice
work
work
there.
for Gara. Slaps it on. Good use of the body.
Nightcamp.
It's a good game of football here.
Great work by Nightcamp if you watch the monitor, Goldie, because he in the initial contest, he went to ground and he bounced back up. and laid that tackle, which resulted in this ball up, which he went for. Hacked round the corner there by Nick Hankin. Oh, coming out there, Stallion, is it?
Imagine him being down there. He kicked goals.
Yeah, it was Dave Hankin. Puts it out wide, bouncing ball.
Managed to get away there.
Yeah, by Hopgood, I think it was.
Here's William the Bruce.
William Bruce gets it forward up here to Taylor Marston. In the sleeves, takes the mark.
Pagan's paddock.
Goes long. He's got Hines who doubles around the Stallion.
He's paid him holding on.
Holding on, and the Stallion a bit perplexed with that one, but Hines using a bit of experience there. He's watching the balls that came in, and then so he's got the opportunity.
He looks a likely type, obviously.
He does. Obviously warming to the tempo of Hills footy, as it played in the northern areas with Riverton, Saddleworth, Maribel. So chance here. Damien Hines.
He's a nice kick.
Although I think he's pulled this one a little bit
through the middle. He's pulled it through the middle.
Lost the fly to that one, but Hines, well, got to be happy with his debut in Rouge colours. It's his third goal.
And just around the grounds, 3/4 time, Lobethal 11-9, Onka Valley 8 goals 5. A couple of steadiers there late for the Tigers. Good game of football by the looks of it. Meantime here, Mount Barker doing nicely here. Pistols after half-time. They've kicked 6 goals since half-time. Hahndorf 12 goals 13 in the middle. Roberts. Here's a chance for Samuel Callens to William the Bruce. Kicks it towards centre-half forward. Lores. Off hands. Ethan Bell. That's nice. Kicks it forward. One-on-one. Marston could have been held on. Yench just feeling the pinch here, Hahndorf. Nice little kick out of defence. Chopped off. William the Bruce. Cheney out towards the boundary line. Oh, great second effort by William the Bruce.
Oh, Big Hines comes in, lays a tackle there.
Roos are looking good here, Pistols.
Tell you what, William Bruce, that's fantastic effort. First, second, third efforts there. As you said, Hines wins the tap down towards Howe. Grabs the ball, Cliff Pocket. Gets on the right towards the top of the square. Kane Melcho leading the bounce. He's got assistance there from Parker Bowles, who sprints away, grabs the ball. Oh, G-Packer. Marston just ball drives him, holding the ball. I tell you what, Goldie, the Roos certainly spring to life in this last quarter. They're not lying down. Great tackle by Marston, but also...
Well, obviously, you know, you come up against Hahndorf and there's that psychological, mindset, but they realise they're right in the match now after half-time.
So Jamie Grouts, a G-bunger, waiting to see what's on offer. Chips it high.
Roberts.
That big donor right takes a screamer over the top of Kane Melcho, his teammate. Uses him as a step ladder. The young fella gets the ball across here to Cheney. Is he inch on the end of this one? No, as he chips it up to Salt and Pepper, who's well up the field. So Benny Salt puts it across. Just clinically movement of the ball as it comes to Male. Male goes out towards the Yench, wing out towards Fagara. He's got 2 to beat. The Swan arrives, taken by G-Bunger. On the left, lifts the eyes and puts it in the belly. Stokes and better systematic football.
Oh, he's gone.
He chose to play on.
No talk.
And, no peripheral or talk vision there.
So a free kick to Nick Hankin. He moves it on quickly to Parker Bowers. He's got a player out here on the wing directed by Hamby. And that's Salt, but he dropped the mark, Pistols.
Whoa.
Gee whiz.
We're in the Bruce again.
Parker Bowers takes the mark for the Magpies. So just a few uncharacteristic errors here from the Magpies due to Mount Barker's pressure. Eckerman kicks the ball towards the half-forward line, and there's another mistake. And it's gone out of bounds. So first round sort of jitters here, but Mount Barker on the press here.
We forget it is the opening round, and they're probably getting a bit tired, I suppose, after spending 3 months in isolation on the couch there, Goldie.
Yep.
Is the real deal, Daniel Roberts. Ball comes down over the back here. The Rouge, certainly their intensity is really fantastic here in this last quarter.
Jaden, you got something there? You got the mic ready?
Yeah, with the inside 50s, they have 9 inside 50s already, Mount Barker. And last year against Onkers in that last quarter, they pressed and couldn't hit the scoreboard. So now they are, which is good on Mount Barker's part.
High kick from Hamby brings the ball forward into the pocket area. The Rouge defence are great back there and wins a free kick. Great persistence back there by the Barker Rouge defender in the distance there. Chooses to go short and picks up Payne. Payne's got a player out here loose. It'll be Grouts coming across as Yench. Oh, Yench goes down as he's met solidly by Banger.
Oh, G-Banger.
Oh, no, G-Banger arches the back, puts it towards centre forward. Big lead by Hines, 1 grab, 2 grab.
He looks good. He looks good.
Certainly lifting the game here and at the moment.
I think they've worked out their system here.
Absolutely, and just working the ball into the switches. So Hines, the chance here to kick his 4th goal in the second half. Goldie, he'd be some 48 metres out, sets on its way. Has it got to carry out the line?
You betcha.
Perling,
Oh.
touched right on the line. Umpire
Just.
Chris Picardo there, and unlucky. But I tell you what, now Barker, plenty to like in the second half of footy.
Jensch with the kick in for Hahndorf. It's a good game of football. As I said, Hahndorf won 34 matches on the trot entering this match. Jensch kick out of the fence. Over the top, here's a chance for Montgomery. Shrugs aside, wrapped up the tackle. Here's a chance for Vergara. Works along the boundary line nicely. Finds a teammate there in Babbage, I think it is. Oh, not the best kick. Gone inside 50. High ball, but it's come off. And that's taken by Nick Hankin. Will he move it on quickly at the 9-minute mark? Final quarter action. Kicks it towards Sam Williams. And he'll go back, bang on 50 for the chance for the Magpies' 13th goal.
Sun's starting to drop over the horizon here, Goldie, and those orange boots starting to stand out of Sam Williams. So Williams the chance to kick his first goal of the afternoon and get among the list of goal kickers for the Magpies. So towards the Pine Avenue end, right behind him, the ball is coming back, but goal square thumps it over from the pack. So a minor score results for Hahndorf. Puts them on to 12-14 to 7-6. Ball comes out here, taken by Payne. Moves the ball quickly on for the Roos out there towards Hines. Liking the look of him as he's pushed over the line by Parker Bowles out of free kick. Notices the umpire. So right in front of the pedestrian crossing here at Hahndorf Oval. Umpire Anthony Maher will bring the ball back into play. It's a veteran of many a game on this oval. The boundary umpire. Pushed out there was Marston by Pig Daniel Roberts. So giving away the free kick there. So Taylor Marston. Handballs it back to Payne. Sells a bit of candy, puts it up here towards Wiedenhofer. Goes out wide here to the Swan in Montgomery, gets a favourable bounce, gathers the ball, weaves his way through, got protection there from Hines. Sorry, it was Griggs. Coughs the ball up there, was Wiedenhofer. Turnover here, Hopgood gives it back to Madsen, the skipper. Sizes up, and he's got a loose man down there in Salt, I think it is.
Lumark. Oh, no,
drops the mark. Barkeroo defence. Oh, good tackle pin there. Was it holding the ball? Yes, it was. Tackle applied there. And good work by Salt. Dropped the initial mark there, Goldie, but backed up with a good, strong tackle to keep the ball in his area. So Benny Salt, only the 1 goal just before half-time, so the chance to raise his second for the Magpies, although might be beyond his distance.
Kicking from the right half forward flank here, Pistols. 12-14 Hahndorf. Mount Barker 7-6. Mount Barker have kicked 6 goals since Hahndorf, since half-time. It was 8-10 to 1-3 at half-time. Ben Salt goes for goal, and I reckon he's nailed that one.
Well, it is within his distance, Goldie.
So a settler for Salt and Hahndorf. 13-14 Hahndorf. Mount Barker 7 goals, 6 here from Hahndorf Oval. Round 1 action, July the 4th.
So the Magpies looking to, I think it was 35 games coming in, Goldie, was their winning streak. So they're looking down the barrel of win number 36.
In the middle, Daniel Roberts, Jaron Mayle, Nick Hankin, Parker Bors, Mark Thomas is in there, Samuel Callens.
Marston against Roberts.
Ethan Bell's in there as well, and he wins it out nicely to Thomas. Thomas kicks the ball inside 50. Who's the target? Good work by Perling, good fist. Goes out of the defensive 50. Good follow-up by Ethan Bell. Coming out here to Ingram for Hahndorf. Out towards Kyle Cheney. He works the ball out of Big D-Rob, who's been good Pistols all day rucking.
Very good. Not only his ruck work, but around the ground as he's getting involved.
Oh, and the fend-off.
Just kissing the fend-off there.
That's the second fend-off for the day.
And just wanders off for a rest for the interchange gate. That's the ball back there trying to burst his way through. It was Callens. He's held up in the tackle. Yeah, the big fellow, as I was saying. Not only his ruck work, but around the ground, he's a very mobile for a big man.
Just decided to leave the ground after the fend-off.
Yeah, I'll just wander off. Parker Boss gets the ball forward, coming out, streaming out, trying to trap the ball down there. Hahndorf forward. Might have been Nycat, but over the boundary line, so in the forward pocket. So changes galore. Payne coming back onto the ground for the Barkeroos. And also looks like it might be Jesse Amos. So the coach is ringing the changes here at the 12.5-minute mark of the last term here. Call with the Wild Trust you've been enjoying. Comes out to the freshman. Thomas gets a quick kick away. First get to be Ingram. Oh, takes it well. Brushes off an opponent. Has a shot. But wide. the sticks, and a resultant free kick out on the full goal.
Jaden and Indy, got anything for us down there, Indy?
The inside 50s for Mount Barker is 11. Indy.
Right now, the inside 50s for this quarter regarding Hahndorf, 6 inside 50s, but they've still made it account for a couple goals. And just one more additional stat, if we're excluding the quarter time score, the game is currently at an 8-8, 56 to 7-5, 47 contest.
Might have to change that because Ben
Benny
Salt
that
just
is
kicked
just
the goal.
superb opportunity there. Ben Salt, consecutive goals now for the Magpies, and he's just a class act. Goldie, we said that last year we saw him. The fact that he had a bit of time out of the game, and certainly he's got all the skills, that's for sure. So Benny Salt raises his 3rd goal of the afternoon.
Yeah, opportunist there,
The
Pistols.
14, the 7-6, 13 and a half minutes gone here. Quarter wild final term of the game here at Hahndorf.
You got to say, impressive response here from the Pies.
Yep.
They have been tested since half time, but as they often do, have the answers.
Absolutely. So back in the centre will be Leake having a run in ruck. Joel Leake up against Taylor Marston, 2 young men. Leake gets a tap down. Flicked out there by Stokes to Grouch towards Payne. He's dispossessing a good tackle. Grouch in there was grabbed as he tried to move the ball on, so he's got to go back over the mark. Was that 50? No, as Parker Bowes makes sure he doesn't run off. So Jamie Grouch probably getting towards the veteran class now, Goldie, but been a valuable servant of the Barkaroos. Tips the ball up high. Amos there, picked up there by Howe. I think it hits it forward, reflects off. Mail picked up by Bell.
Hines.
Puts it to Hines. The big man got one into it. He's got assistance here. Oh, taken
Lawrence.
high there was Jack Loris. Fitted for a necktie, and big Hines comes in and he's not happy. Just a little bit of push and shove.
Yeah, just caught one there on the side of the
So
face.
Jack Loris lifted his game well after quarter time, I suspect, Goldie. So a chance here to raise his first and the 8th for the Barkaroo, shooting towards the social club end. Sets on its way. I tell you
Lovely
what.
kick.
And
Lovely
it's
kick.
a great kick and wore a high one, but took the reward and finished off with a goal, which is good to see. So
yeah, as I said, half time it was 8-10 Hahndorf, Mount Barker 1 goal 3. So since half time, Mount Barker have kicked 7 goals 3, and Hahndorf have kicked 6 goals 4.
So Mark Thomas just issuing instructions in there to his young midfield. So it'll be Taylor Marston once again up against Joel Leake.
44-point margin at the moment.
So umpire sets up, Marston the Leake. Comes down, taken away by Parker Bowes. Long kick towards the forward pocket area over the top of Salt, the excitement machine. Hamby looms as the ball over the boundary line by Wiedenhofer for the Barkaroos. So as Goldie said, come out to 16 minutes gone here, and the Calder Wilds is starting to get a little bit chilly as the winter sun has dropped. But I tell you what, still a bit of heat in the kitchen. Mount Barker putting up a pretty good effort in the second half.
Certainly are. It's inside 50 here for Hahndorf. Usually had the response after Mount Barker have kicked goals. Let's see how they go here. Roos working the ball out of the fence, fisting it around inside their defensive 50. Picked up by Billy Stokes with the blonde tops this year by the looks of it. Meantime, Roos into defensive 50, looking to work the ball down the line. Oh, turnover, Ingram. Thanks very much, he says. Kicks forward and goes, goodness
Cooper.
gracious. Cooper Niekamp dropped that. Easy mark. Got to remember it's round 1. Jaron Mayle tried to get on the left hand. The umpire, what's he deemed here? Throw.
I think Stokes might have infringed on him.
Or is it, I'm not sure.
Cooper Niekamp takes a couple of absolute speckies and then drops
the sitter.
But anyway, as you said, round 1, don't forget that, even though it's July. So, yeah, Ross Brook coming a little bit late and high. So, free
Jaron
kick
Mayle.
Jaron Mayle to see if he can get his name on the goal kicker.
Oh, well, he's a goal kicker, that's for sure. Left footer.
Of course, making his return after a season in York Peninsula.
Big kick. And that's gone across the face.
Laid back on it, didn't he?
Yep. 14-15 Hahndorf, 8-6 Mount Barker. 18 minutes gone in the final term, round 1 action here from Hahndorf Oval.
So Callens chips the ball up. Oh, another fumble and a soccer off the ground. And I tell you what, is that Niekamp?
We'll have a look at the replay.
That is a comedy of errors. I think Callens' kick out just didn't meet the target. Swooping on it.
Let's have a look at the replay. Callens picked up the ball.
It's almost like he kicked his...
It's gone 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and then,
Nykamp.
Okay. Yeah, that's a comedy of errors right there. Nykamp socketed through the goal. Said thanks very much for that one. How many's he kicked today?
That is his fifth goalie, so an outstanding game by the young forward, that's for sure. So back in the centre, 15-15 to 8-6. Hahndorf in charge. Ball fed out here is Parker Boz. Under pressure, tried to get the ball out to Vergara, taken away by Grouch. He's certainly been high in the list of best players. Gets over the top, here's a chance for Howe. Overruns the ball.
Nicky Ingram.
Hahndorf just mopping it up. Through to comb over man Nicky Ingram. Gets it out wide, here's Genie lurking.
He's
to
lurking,
support
isn't
the
he?
male. Ball comes back here to Callan, sweeps out a handball back to Thomas. The freshman under pressure, he's dispossessed by Parker Boz. That's been a good battle between two hard nuts this afternoon. Ball comes back here to Yedge, who look for Cheney, but instead picks out someone different across, but no carrying, intercepting was William the Bruce. Feeds the ball out here to a teammate.
One of the blonde brigade.
Loris.
Yep.
Loris with a quick little dinky kick up here and has found Byron Klasky. It's new to colours this year from Torrens Valley.
Klasky. Who's he got? He's got G-Banger. Jamie Grouch kicks it forward. Who's down there? Hines will fly, will he? Oh, over the top. Taken by Malchow. Cool, calm and collected. Kick out of the fence. But it's gone straight down the fresh man in Mark Thomas, who goes with a short pass to Ethan Bell. So the Roos looking good here, Pistol, since half-time. As we said, they were 1 goal on the board at half-time. 1 goal, 3. They've kicked 7 goals, 3 since half-time. Hahndorf have kicked 7 goals, 5. So here's a chance Ethan Bell to...
Ethan Bell spent some time in the Great Southern League.
Port Adelaide
ranks.
last year, I think. Port
Yeah,
Adelaide
and
Magpies in the
Great Southern
reserves.
League. Yeah.
Yep.
So Ethan Bell.
Oh, he's got someone on here.
Got a lead in the big man.
Oh!
And solid vice-like take in front
Yeah.
of him. The big man, Hines. So chance for him to kick his 4th. All in the second half if he converts this. So the big man certainly shown he'll be an acquisition.
Very much so. Good target.
So Hines, as I said, former Riverton Saddleworth Maribel.
Straight in front here. 30 metres out, 40 metres out.
Chris McArdle, but he's given the nod, so I think that's the 4th to Hines.
And I think Andrew Bruce had given the nod after half-time here, Pistols. They'll go into round 2 quietly confident, the Roos. 9 goals, 6 to Hahndorf, 15 goals, 15. So a 5-goal, 1 quarter.
Half. Very good work by the Roos.
Today's MVP is the Woohoo Lady. Someone said here on the YouTube feed.
Mrs. Hopgood, is it?
Mrs. Hopgood.
Hello, Mrs. Hopgood, if you're here. Ball comes down there, taken by Madsen. He's set upon. He's going, no, sorry, it was Hanby. So once again, the umpire ball up. So Schultz gets it down. Daniel Roberts. Callens. He's worked pretty well this afternoon. Puts it there to Howe. Marshall Howe in opposition to...
Well, as you said, Pistols, any coach
Leak.
side by Andrew Bruce is going to be fit, aren't they?
Absolutely. So Howe, Marshall Howe. High kick towards that man. Hines uses
One
his
on
body
one.
again.
Oh.
Got 2 to beat this time. Ball bounces close to the boundary line and taken over by Ingram, who seems to be working at both ends of the ground. Goldie.
And just a reminder, you can listen to us, watch us, hillsfooty.com or Hills Football League Facebook page. We've got the YouTube feed going live, so pass it on as we do each match from now on.
His Bell locked up in a tackle. So the umpire will come in and the ball up will go again. So it's D-Rob up against Hines. Ball comes down, taken there by Nicky Ingram. Sidesteps, balances, shoots it up the line to Hankin. Nick Hankin takes a mark right in front of the interchange area. Chips it across here. Oh, gave a target a challenge there for Hopgood, but he stood up and took it. Handball's back to Parker Bowles, who's everywhere. He goes on towards the half-foot flank line. Oh, that's a
1,
very
2,
good
3,
mark.
4.
Oh, almost worth paying it at Hahndorf boy. He says umpire, which was Dave Hankin, is it? No, Nick Hankin, sorry.
Jaden and Indy, got any stats for us, lads, as we head towards the 23-minute mark?
Yeah, so the inside 50s are 14 for Mount Barker, so that's 51 in total. What are the inside 50s for Hahndorf, Indy?
Within this quarter, they got 8 inside 50s, Hahndorf.
And boys, just got a preview of some interesting stats that have been resulting in this game.
Oh, Hines.
We'll come at that, and Hines, a good contested mark in front of Leak, just body work there. Bit too much experience for the Hahndorf youngster, so Hines.
They've got a handy recruit here,
Chance here for his
Pistols.
5th, yeah. Strong character. Is his body well, so Hines. Chance here from...
Number 5 he's going for.
on a 45-degree angle here, Goldie. He'd only be about 30 to 35 metres out.
He's a nice kick
Clubhouse
at the ball.
end
Look
just
at
lays
that
back
kick.
on the ball. I tell you what, he's gone a bit too far this occasion.
Not happy with
so
that.
Blondie's copybook, but still 4 goals. Pretty handy debut here in Rouge colours. So it'll be Matthew Yentz for the kick out for the Magpies.
9-6 Mount Barker.
So Yentz looks like he's going to try a Barry the barrel down the centre.
Oh, he's attempted it.
He's got on it. It'll
That's
reach
not
the
bad.
centre circle. Getting by was the Swan, just knocked out of his hands. Out wide here's Vergara, who was very busy in the first quarter. He's got pressure there from
That's out on the full.
Is that on the
Oh,
full?
no.
The Academy boy right on the spot, Goldie, and said no. So, yeah, Vergara started off well. He's died out a bit, but Jamie Grouts finished off the game strongly, the veteran for the Rouge. Throw in, Roberts, Desard Schultz. Ball comes down here. Chance for Mail, dispossessed. Sacks on the mill there. The umpire will come in and ball it up as we've chipped over. 23.5 minutes, Goldie. Hahndorf 15-15, lead Mount Barker 9-7.
As I said, Hahndorf for Mount Barker were 1 goal 3 at half-time, Pistols, so they've kicked 8 goals 4 after half-time, and Hahndorf were 8 goals 10, so they've kicked 7 goals 5. So good period after half-time for the Roos. I think Andrew Bruce would be happy. Watch the entire match, obviously, to find out what happened in that first half. In the meantime, Madsen flicks it onto Vergara. Ego in turn, well, the umpire says, no flicking, lads. That is a legal disposal, and he's not having any of that. And he's going to give a free kick here to Callens, who's looking inside 50. Here's Hines. He's dumbing around. Jensch is pushed out of it. Here's Amos. Oh, good work by Hopgood. Ground level Stokes with the blonde hair. And it's held up centre forward as Ethan Bell wanted to have a shot at goal.
So, centre forward position chance for the Roos to add to their tally. Ruck down, comes down there. Callens working hard. Parker Bowles puts each other. Vergara gets involved.
Another throw.
Quick, yeah, illegal disposal once again by Vergara. So, free kick is going to go to Jamie Grouch. He could top off a game here with might be just a bit beyond his kicking distance. The older legs, but so he'd be some 45 metres out.
Might need to wheel into it here, Pistols. It's
So,
a good kick on the run.
Yep, so the rucks, the tall men are gathering in the square. We have Amos there and also Hines. A little bit of jostling here in the line.
Hines
making
right
front
to the
position.
line.
Ball comes in. Hines
Over
down.
the back. Oh.
Off hands and through for a minor score for Mount Barker. They'll move on to 9-8 to 15-15. 25 minutes gone. So the dying moments of this game. Hahndorf will take out win number 36 in a row, but the second half's been a pretty competitive effort by the Roos. Ball comes off hands. Callens in there again. G-Banger in there once again. Hankin comes out into Howe, gets to the clever little one. Oh, G-Banger leaves it beyond. Vergara maps up, gets a handball in the direction of Madsen, spins out of trouble, gets a handball back towards Mail. Good follow-up there by Hankin. Over the top from Nykamp. Ball goes to ground. Finally, it's the Roos who switch the term of play. Comes up here to Callens. Takes the ball, looks to feed it off. Decides to go back and have a kick. So wing area, Jensch wing area at Hahndorf over. He's got a lead up here from Amos. Cutting it off is big Daniel Roberts. One grab. Gets it back to Eckerman. Eckerman handballs to Parker Bowles. In turn, he'll give it to Jensch. Jensch got a bit of work to do as he finds some space. Kicks it long. Callens takes it on the wing area.
So Callens, centre wing, 27-minute mark. Can't be much long left in this final term. Chopped off there by Hankin. Coming through was Nykamp. He's been good today. Mail on the left boot. Kicks it towards the half-forward line. Here's Dave Hankin. Looks to wheel onto that trusty left boot. Kick inside 50. It's gone deep. 3 Mount Barker players against 1 Mount Hahndorf player. And he's ridden to the ground and he's held up.
Montgomery with that tackle, I think, Goldie. Great tackle, made sure he wasn't getting... If he got through the 3 of them, that would have been disastrous. So right in the teeth for goal, holding up Hahndorf as they push for another one. They're 15-15 to 9-8. 27 minutes just about to tick over here in the Quarter Wild. Opening appearance for the season. Trust you enjoyed it wherever you're watching on hillsfooty.com worldwide. And close to boundary, goal line. Forced over for a minor score for the Magpies. 15-16 to 9-8. 27 minutes ticked over Goldie here at Pine Avenue. Looks like Ross Brooks will bring the ball back in for the Barker Roos.
Yep, Roscoe Brooks, co-captain with Mark Thomas of Mount Barker, and looked good since half-time, Mount Barker. Rusty start. Oh,
no.
Okay.
There's been a few. One, clangers.
Got to say
that.
There's another clanger.
Nick Hankin.
What's he doing? In and out, left and right. He's gone left.
He just wanted to make it more difficult, Goldie.
All right.
He's almost kicked that goal. But, so Roscoe Brooks, I'm sure he'll practice makes perfect. I'm sure his kick out will be a lot better than what he produced that last one. So 15-17 is the tally for Hahndorf. 9-8 as the scoreboard illumination shining out pretty strongly now in the gloom here at Pine Avenue. Ball kicked out from Brooks, but Daniel Roberts.
He's been good all day. There we go.
As a siren sounds to wrap up what's been a pretty
entertaining game of footy.
Yeah, another clinical performance by Hahndorf, but certainly in the second half they've certainly been matched by the Barkaroos. As Daniel Roberts has a shot at goal. That's not going to add any further. So the final score will be Hahndorf 15-17 to Mount